Alright. Time for the recap.
Go ahead.
Darkness falls on Ord Mantell. After the crew of the Peaceful Intentions launched a daring sabotage effort against a power plant located in the main city, Imperial forces descended upon them, and they must now begin a daring escape from the now ruined power station.
Indeed. And where we left off... Oh, were you not finished?
I was just going to say, yeah, unfortunately, a lot of what we did doesn't make for very long-term descriptions. Outside of the fact that most of the rest of the party was smart, and I got fucking hit by a spaceship.
Just a little bit.
Now, you hit a spaceship. There's a difference.
Are y'all warring the stars now?
Yeah, we're warring the stars.
Alright, have fun storming the castle.
I think very technically speaking, the way things are currently left is we have destroyed the power station. We are currently in its parking lot. Devati and the rest of the ground team is on a requisitioned civilian transport speeder. And I have commandeered an Imperial Sentinel dropcraft.
Not quite yet. I think you were in the process of doing that. They've pulled up alongside the Sentinel landing craft, where Gilbert's character, whose name is Branks, is inside. The pilot's in there next to him. They're both sort of in the front compartment.
Pilot's dead.
Did he kill the pilot?
Yeah, we killed everyone.
That's right. Yeah, he just killed the pilot. But I think there is a guy behind you though who is still there.
He's also dead. Devati shot him.
You said he fucked off.
There were two. One of them fucked off, and then did we?
And then we shot the other one.
You said that was a group roll.
Yeah,
that's right. Oh, yeah, that was the last. Yeah, that was the last thing we did. I'm remembering now. And then, however, there was a group of army troopers coming up behind you, who the rest of your sort of commandos that you brought with you are fending off from within the transport that you arrived in. And there's also the other landing craft coming around for a pass.
Has Gilbert got Order 66, Jack?
He's about to get Order 86.
Hayes, this is like a 2-week delay instead of your usual 15.
We haven't played in 2 weeks.
We haven't played in 2 weeks.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, Hayes, I completely survived getting Order 66. I took their fucking ship.
Yeah, he's got their ship and their main ship. Yeah, we're trying to get away.
I have pulled my ass out of the fire, Hayes.
All right. Well, I think where we left off, we'll start with you guys. So yeah, there's the group of army troopers moving up behind you. The other landing craft coming around, also behind you. You're either on board the landing craft or you're in the transport on the ground next to it. We weren't in initiative, so we'll just let everybody sort of say what they're doing in whatever order they feel like, and we'll go from there.
I thought someone's driving us away.
Oh, we're currently not in Inish?
So I think what we had done is we had sort of simplified Inish a little bit because everybody was sort of doing the same thing.
We had all boarded the transport around back and was booking it out of there.
Yep.
Gilbert went around front and was still in the transport.
Yeah, at that point, I decided to simplify Inish down to a sort of I go, you go system because most people were just like running away or going somewhere.
Well, no, our transport's right near where Gilbert was because he hadn't decided he was going to get in or steal it yet, so we were right next to it.
That's correct.
Can the speeder fit in the shuttle?
In the shuttle? No, not this one. Although, actually, oh no, wait, I'm thinking this wrong. Yeah, actually, you think it probably could. Well, let me get the picture again.
So the speeder he took over, or the one we're on, can fit in.
That's what I'm thinking. We just put the speeder inside the shuttle with us in it. Everyone's on the shuttle, then we just fly away.
Yeah.
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 Join up with the ship in orbit.
Yeah.
I got a sweet ride right here.
Yeah, so the only thing is you'd have to get the back door open. There's like a bigger hatch out the back.
In the
And you'd
back,
have
is
to
there a
pull
big
around.
red button labeled "Open Hatch"?
You'd think it'd probably... Actually, yeah, no, there would be one at the back too, sure, yeah.
Well, isn't Gilbert on the con? Couldn't he hit the one at the con?
I was going to say, there would probably be one in the cockpit as well.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely sitting in that cockpit.
The button, we jump on, he takes off, and we're in low orbit meeting with the ship. And we can bolt that one to the top of our other ship, and we'll have a double ship.
I think we give it to the I think we give it to the mercenaries for a price.
Wait, does our current ship have room to fit this speeder? Not the shuttle.
Yes.
Yes, remember
That was how you delivered it in the first place.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do this then.
All right, yeah. So whoever's driving the transport, it doesn't matter who, but
it was Aiden that was driving it before.
Okay, well, someone else is driving it now because Aiden's not here.
Right.
Sure shit ain't me.
Yeah. Anyone got any piloting planetary? I got 2 green in it.
I got 2 green in it. I'm not good at that.
All right, then when Aiden disappears, I take over the controls and drive the land speeder into the shuttle.
All right, it is going to be a little tricky because this is currently in the troop transport configuration. It's not designed to accept a vehicle in this way. There's not so much stuff in the way that you can't get it in. It's just going to be a tight fit.
Uh-huh.
So we'll make it a difficulty 3 piloting planetary.
I say we do have 6 light side.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely using a light side.
Just think I'd put that out there.
Ooh, yeah, you're able to thread the needle and get that in there, like nice and snugly.
Like a glove.
Oh my god!
Exactly, like a glove.
He just drives it in, pulls in the side mirrors. It's a perfect fit.
Not only are you able to pull into the side mirrors, but you're able to line yourself up so that if you open the door on the Sentinel and open the door on the van, you can shoot like out of the van, out of the Sentinel. That is what you get with that Triumph.
Nice. All right.
Anyway,
all right,
we have a
Rex,
name for it too, Pete.
Oh yeah,
it's hard contact for our.
I like it.
It is the hard contact 117.
You should call it the turducken because it's like inside the other thing. I don't know.
No, the first initial thing we did with it was slam it into the ground.
All right, Branks, punch it.
All right, yeah, Branks is gonna take off. We're flying.
Cool. Yeah, you take off. That's trivial to do. And
I don't know. Taking off and landing are usually 2 of the harder parts of flying any vehicle.
But you're already in the air. You're not actually taking off.
I know. I'm joking.
Yeah, well, you're not. I mean, technically, yes, he's in the air. He's very low to the ground, but he is in the air. He's in like very low hover mode. And with that, I think it is going to be everybody else's turn, unless anyone who hasn't just gone would like to do something. I'm not hearing anything.
We get out of the transport we're in and like mount the guns or something on this ship in case we need them.
So that's going to be a little tricky because unfortunately there is a large transport inside the ship that you're currently on that is making it difficult to maneuver inside. The one thing is that Branks is currently trapped in the cockpit because there's no way to get out the front of the ship and into the cockpit because the fit is so snug. Like, in order for him to get out of there, you'd have to back out.
Or I just need to
open
up the windshield.
Or that. You could break the windshield.
I mean, he's in a spacesuit. That's kind of not going to be an issue when we get into orbit.
The ship vaporizes, only survivor, Branks.
All right, let's see. Where do I have these guys? Yes, there we go. And then okay. So I think I had like a couple, I think about 15 of them were sort of coming around from behind the whole big building towards you guys, and they had their commander with them. That sounds right.
You had 3 squads go around, check the fire, yeah.
Yes. Although now that you're taking off, there's not going to be a ton that they can do to you, so we'll just focus on the other landing craft. Let me open that up. Yes, there we go. All right. Well, now that you're in a vehicle, it's going to use its main gun to try and shoot you down. So let's see here. You're the same size. All right. So it's difficulty 2. If anybody has anything that pertains to so it would be Branks in this case. If he has anything that pertains to being targeted in a ship, then that will matter.
Let's see. I feel like the answer is no.
All right.
I'm back. Where are we?
The other ship fired at us, and it did very well, and we're currently plummeting or you guys are currently plummeting to the ground. I'm eating chips.
What ship shot us?
They haven't shot you yet. We're working this out here.
The Star Destroyer in orbit.
What is our current XP total?
It varies because of the starting XP differences.
Yeah, but the total amount of XP that I have awarded you is 220.
And I started with 100. Okay.
That doesn't sound right.
I started with 100.
Hey! Land pilot is here. You missed your chance to roll awesomely, Aiden.
What?
So we took the lander and shoved it in the rear end of the shuttle. The land speeder is now inside the shuttle.
Knew we should have left, Gilbert.
And then we proceeded to head to orbit and...
Hayes? Are you in a mood today?
He's always in a mood. It's Hayes.
There we go.
Gilbert, wanted you to die a glorious death that I would remember forever, and you failed me.
Cool. Aiden got us another destiny point.
Hayes, I don't die glorious deaths. I either succeed and become the most powerful thing in the campaign, or I die in ignominy.
Or both.
Or both. As is the case with Arcturus.
Arcturus is the most powerful being in the realm. Unfortunately, nobody ever knows it.
Okay, and I think I'm seeing here that it had already taken some damage, unless I'm...
What?
I don't think it's taken any damage. No one's shot it.
We didn't do any damage to it.
Yeah, no.
I have it written down, unless
I mean, it might have taken some strain from when it was doing some maneuvering, but...
No, oh, you know what? Never mind. This is old. I'm looking at the wrong one.
Oh,
yeah.
According to these notes, the ship you're flying was vaporized in an explosion and crashed along the canyon wall. Oh, wait, no, that was the Sentinel from the previous session.
Literally, I'm actually looking at that Sentinel because I still have it in here for some reason. My notes are incredibly organized. Or, yeah, anyway, so the Sentinel does take a little bit of damage. And... yeah, that is about all that they're going to do, though, aside from follow you, of course. The people on the ground look very indignant, but they're not going to shoot at you because they know it's pointless.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Can I see the stats for the ship?
Sure, let me get a screenshot of it real
Because I'm
quick.
kind of flying it.
Yep, it does matter.
Yeah. How far is our ship from rendezvous with us.
Not quick, not close. I had to stay away with our to make sure maintain low suspicion.
Yeah, I know. But I'm assuming we've radioed you. We're ready to get out of Dodge, right?
I'm assuming Davati would have kept open comms with me.
Yeah. So you are on the way. So we just have to hold them off for a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I have been communicating using the long-range comm with, the peaceful intentions.
Okay, here's a real big fucking peek behind the curtain. You can ignore all the skills in there. That's how I like it. This is actually an enemy stat block. The only part of it that matters is the actual ship stats. Just ignore the part on the top and the skills.
Well, yeah. Kind of figured. It'd be weird if I suddenly had 3 cool, 3 discipline, 3 gunnery, and all that other shit. Like that'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah, the important thing is the anti-personnel property of the light repeating blasters. That's important.
So did everyone check
So we've
for
got 2
trackers?
sets of light repeating blasters.
Anyway, you're currently at 9 hull trauma threshold out of 20. Or you're currently at 9 hull trauma out of 20, rather.
All right. And at 20 is when our ship begins to crash.
Yeah, pretty much. You lose power to all systems, and your ship begins falling out of the sky.
All right.
Or that's not at 20, but when you exceed 20. It's called a threshold for a reason.
When we pop the rear hatch and drive the land speeder off the back of the ship.
All right, so it's back to you guys, and I think you said you wanted to meet up with the Peaceful Intentions?
Yeah, we're leaving.
Right.
Flee!
That's what I tell Brinks anyways. He's the one piloting.
All right. Well.
Yep, I'm trying to find the cheat sheet part that deals with vehicle piloting.
Yes. Yeah, there are some things that you can do to hopefully not get shot more.
Ah, here we are. Here, vehicles and starship maneuvers. All right. So, do vehicles and starships take? Can I take 2 maneuvers still with that?
Yeah.
The vehicle takes strain.
Yes.
All right. How much strain does this thing currently have?
None.
All right.
Use the older code.
I would like to take a punch it maneuver.
Very nice. All right. Well, let's see. That is, I believe you would be going at speed 1 because that's what you would have had to do last round. So you'll be increasing it by 2, and you'll have to suffer 2 strain for the ship. That is.
Alrighty, and the strip. What's its strain threshold?
It's 15 STT, or SST rather.
Ah, okay, thank you.
Yeah, hull trauma threshold and system strain threshold.
Are you also keeping track of that, or do you need me to?
I'm keeping track of everything for the ship. That's just for your reference.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to punch it.
Yep, you can do that. Or are you doing anything else?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll take some evasive actions.
Very good.
He knows some maneuvers.
All right. Then, in that case, unless anybody else is going to do anything, the other ship is going to continue to give chase.
I don't think there's anything we can do from inside the speeder.
Yeah, there's not a ton. Then, but let's just speed this along.
Are there any stray RPGs laying around the back of the shuttle?
No.
Weapon racks, ration bars.
Ration bars? Just throw rations at them?
So I think this would probably happen around now. Is as you're flying away now from the power plant. I'm assuming you've communicated with Nevin. Did you say you were doing that or not?
Yes, I did say I had comms open with him.
Yes. Have you told him to meet up with you yet?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So, and I'm assuming Nevin is sort of making his way towards the party's current location.
Yeah. But not not gunning it, not trying to draw attention to myself, just kind of
flying
turning myself in that direction, starting to get closer.
Right. Yeah, so as you're beginning to meet up, Nevin, you would definitely see this, and any of you who have a view out the windows of the ship would see this as well, which is that above you in the sky, a sort of wave of blue energy passes over the sky, and as it travels further, it eventually sort of forms into a ring that shrinks down over the middle of the city, and then disappears entirely.
Shield went down.
Correct.
Cool. So if I see that, then I would punch it, because I don't have to worry about flying around the shield.
Yeah, well, it's more like you're flying. I mean, you're flying under the shield at that point.
Yeah,
it's just a big umbrella.
Yeah, but I'd still be able to, go faster and be able to know that I can go up now.
That you can. All right. Yeah. Then the other landing craft is going to continue to do its thing. And let's see. It would need to speed up as well to catch up with you. And then... yes. And then since they're the same speed, it can... There we go. That is the other ship using the gain the advantage action against you. And because it succeeded on the check, it is able to cancel your evasive maneuvers. Or your evasive action. And additionally, when they attack you, they will get to choose the defense zone hit by the attack, which is important. Although, well, no, they would just choose the back anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. Anyway, now they're going to attack you. And they can do both because they have a co-pilot.
Shit.
Let's see here. And we'll make this extra deadly, because why not? Yep, they hit you again. For, let's see, 2 advantages. Aha. So let's see, that is 5, 7, and they're going to activate Linked. So that is 7 minus your ship's 4. So in total, that will do another 6.
That brings us to what out of 20?
That will bring you to math. That will bring you to 11 out of 20 because I forgot to apply soak to the first attack. You should have only been at 5, not 9. So that 6 will bring you to 11 out of 20.
Sounds about right under. The R2D2 screen beat.
I see it. And yeah, it would not be hard for you to sort of coordinate with Nevin to rendezvous as quickly as possible. But how exactly are you planning to do this? Like, are you going to land somewhere? Are you going to crash into each other? What are you doing?
I mean, I would imagine we're just going to meet up in low orbit and just leave. Like, we're just going to meet
I was going to say,
flying.
I'm just going to show up and provide close air support and fire at the other shuttle.
Yeah, and I mean, this thing is still closing in on us, right?
It's not closing. I mean, you're the same vehicle.
It can match your speed.
It's not able to go any faster than you. But it is getting...
You're at full speed, it's at full speed.
Yep.
In that case, I will...
I should note as well, if you recall the other options for missions, one of them was to secure a landing zone within the city.
Yep.
If you had Devati, I'm assuming you've sort of been monitoring company radio chatter as well. You would have found out by now that their efforts in doing that have been successful, and they have established a beachhead of sorts within the city. You could fly all the way back to Quan Chi, but you can also land there as well. You would know.
I was going to say, can we communicate with them and have cover provided?
Would you like to call for backup?
Well, I'm
I mean,
calling
we're
them to basically
head
say
there.
that we got a shuttle on our ass. Do they have AA at the landing zone?
They would tell you, no, they've destroyed all of it.
Right. So, to space we go.
Yep.
To space.
I'll say, once the... I mean, I'm assuming we're in close proximity now that I can actually use short at least.
Yeah, we'll say you can meet up by this point, and you'll be in weapons range if you want to do that. You had other people on the well, you had gunners that you had on the ship with you, right?
Yep. Yeah, I can fire all my weapons.
Yep. All right.
Yeah, I have three goons plus Svensson.
Right.
Our named NPC
is not. Oh, right, the named NPC. Yeah.
The named goon. Yeah.
The named goon. I'm trying to remember the role that I was using for those guys.
I think you gave them 3 green, or 1 yellow and 2 green.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
I think it was a yellow and 2 green. Yep.
Yeah, it's Vincent, our new co-pilot.
I'm keeping him. No, he's not co-pilot. He's just my dedicated gunner, so I can always fire 2 guns at least.
Yep. Well, any attacks that you make without spending your own action are going to be with just 1 yellow and 2 green.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll say you'll start your turn in short range. You can well, you said you were going pretty fast after you saw the ship or the shield go down.
I mean, I could have been using my new ability.
Your new ability?
Yeah. I have full throttle.
Ah.
So
if you would like to have done that,
so I can that way we can say there's a reason I was able to get so close so fast.
Yes.
All right. So that is piloting against 2 purple because I have improved. Let me just double check because I have that copied over, so I want to make sure that's what the book says. So that's what it says. So I can do I'm guessing space pilot check versus 2 purple.
Yep. Piloting space versus 2 purple, and you suffer 1 strain.
Yep. I will be doing that. So it should just be 2 or 3 yellows versus 2 purple, right? If I'm understanding what I'm.
Yep, that looks right, and you do succeed.
All right, so now I can go speed 4. Actually, no. What is it? No, it's more
increases
than
it by
that.
1. I think your default speed is what?
3.
3.
Oh, Okay, it's top speed by 1 for number of rounds equal to cunning.
Ah.
A cunning of 4.
Yep. So for 4 rounds, your top speed is now 4.
Okay.
And yeah, with that, assuming you would have done that earlier, then yeah, you could get into sort of into dogfighting range if you wanted to.
Yep. Get all the guns on that other shuttle.
Yep.
All right.
You can do that. And we'll say that was your previous turn, so you can.
Yep.
Yep.
Three turns.
Yeah.
Okay, 3 turns at speed 3 or speed 4, which means I can constantly outmaneuver them.
You can outmaneuver.
All right. So myself and 2 of the goons, well, Svensson and 1 of the goons, will just open fire with all 3 guns on this shuttle.
All right. It's the same size, so difficulty 2, and with your superior maneuverability, I'd say you could shoot it from behind, which would only be 1 point of shields. It has 2 in the front. But,
okay.
Yeah, you would be able to.
I can swoop in behind it, Top Gun style.
Exactly.
All right. So green.
Of course, in order to do that, you need to yell "Yeehaw" to indicate that the cavalry has arrived.
Yeehaw!
There you go.
I don't want to yell; it'll crackle.
Right. It'll sound authentic.
Difficulty 2, so it should just be yellow, yellow, green, purple, purple.
Correct.
And then 1 setback for the shield.
And then 1 setback. This is you, right?
Yes, I'm shooting my personal shot because I figured you'd shoot for the two goons.
Yep. Are you gonna aim? It is a maneuver.
If I'm starting a turn with nothing done, yes, I can aim.
All right.
So I can do a blue then, or they counter.
No, you got a blue.
Okay, so it would be yellow, yellow, green, blue, purple, purple. What's the shield do?
Shield is 1 setback, so K.
Okay. I think I got that right.
Looks right to me. However, you do not manage to hit.
All right. Then the 2 goons can fire as well. That would be you.
Although you could, let's see, you could,
Can I do anything with those advantages with miss?
Yeah, you can. We've been playing it that way.
Oh, okay.
You could get a free maneuver out of that.
What can I do with a maneuver? I don't remember.
There's pilot maneuvers that you can do.
Is that on the cheat sheet?
It is.
Maneuver.
You could stand target.
Combat, there it is. Could I just give 2 1 blue to each of the 2 gunners?
I think you only.
Next allied characters, next check 1 blue is 1 advantage.
Yeah, but you can only choose each of those once.
Okay. Okay, then I'll give that to 1 of them.
Yeah, you could recover the strain you just suffered.
I'm fine with the strain that I just suffered. Actually, no. I'll use both to give them a setback on their next attack. Yeah, that's what I'll do. So yeah, your shuttle's next setback, or your next shot is setback, or next check, I should say.
Very good.
Okay.
And now your goons are gonna fire. Yep. You'll have to remind me what the what's the base damage on those weapons? It's all the same, right?
Yes. Yeah. So it doesn't matter. It's just the range that's different between the heavy and the medium.
Yes, but what's the
yeah? Base damage is 6. Damage? Crit is 3.
It's 6 and 3. Got it.
Yeah, damage is 6. Crit is 3.
All right, first guy. Hey, and he hits. Damage 6, so that is 7. He deals 3 damage. Now, second guy. Ooh, he misses. But he can. Well, no, he's not a character. He doesn't get to do that. So he just misses.
But they have a new target to play with.
Now, I will let you choose. How much would you like them to play with you?
I'm okay.
Well, right now they have 2 options, but I'm saying, like, would you like to present yourself as the juicier target, or would you like to let them continue shooting the other Sentinel?
We're about. I'd say the other Sentinel and myself are about at the same remaining threshold on our ships. So it's no difference. But I'd much rather not, have this ship get destroyed because the captain will have my ass.
Okay.
You'd rather have the ship with the captain get destroyed? And all the other
You guys
characters?
have a lander you can eject out with.
As for the other Sentinel, what are you all doing on there? I should point out you have weapons on there as well, or you have at least one.
Yeah, now I got backup. I'm gonna be going pew 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 pew.
Well, they're currently behind you, so you're wheeling around to take some shots at them.
Doesn't it say I have a butt gun?
Not on this one. You only have a forward-facing weapon and then 2 personal weapons.
In that case, I will wheel around.
All right. So, if you do that, which you can, you will be forced to shoot at the front of their ship, which will be harder than shooting at the back. Unless you, say, gain the advantage against them. In which case, okay. So that is you're both going speed 3. So that is what is it? That is a difficulty 2 piloting space check. However, I'm going to make it a little harder because you're unusually loaded down, and it's making it a little hard to fly.
All right.
Oh, wait, he's unusually good. What are they called again?
Pilot.
No.
Speaking of piloting, you should also be adding 1 setback to your piloting check. Although, actually, no. You know what? You can have that off because I forgot to do that for the Sentinel the other time. So we'll do 1 and 1, but we're going to do it after this. We've been forgetting to use handling.
What's handling?
So if you look at the stat block I gave you for the ship, you'll notice it says HND -1. And I believe the Peaceful Intentions has either handling 0 or +1.
+1. Yeah.
So negative handling means you add setback to piloting checks. Positive handling means you add a boost to piloting checks.
Oh, so I should have had a boost this entire time?
Yes, you should have had a boost.
All right. So I've got yellow, green, green from my piloting capacity.
Yep.
And then I am doing what?
You're making a difficulty 2 check, and for this one and this one alone, do not add a setback to this one. That's as a recompense for me forgetting to do that. And you succeed. So yeah, you gain the upper hand against them, and now you can choose which part of their ship to target.
Ooh, what are my choices?
Well, it's only silhouette 4, so your options are the front, which has 2 shields, and the back, which has 1.
Pew 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 pew. I'm blowing out their ass.
Yep, you can shoot them in the ass. Roll for it. They are the same size, so it's difficulty 2.
This is my gunnery?
This is your gunnery. And it's 1 setback from their shield.
Alright, so green, 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 purple.
2
black.
purple.
Oh, 2 purple, black.
Yes.
Or 2 purple K, I should say.
Ooh, not quite.
That is all.
All right. And yeah, now it is these guys' turn again. There's a thing with the gain the advantage maneuver.
Well,
yeah.
Can I go into the cockpit and kick him to be co-pilot?
You can, but you have to go through the windshield of the transport that you're inside. So how are you going to do that?
The windshield is still intact.
Oh, use your flamethrower and melt the front glass.
No. Is there a top hatch in this thing?
Not on this. This is you haven't made any modifications other than the drop jet. Yeah. Well, yeah. Actually, you did that, but you
tacked armor on it and put retro thrusters on it that we
the retro rockets
deconnected already.
I didn't hear anything about a hatch though, and even if there was a hatch, I don't think it would help you in here on account of how tight it is. So you have to go through
a steel box that's in a steel box that's losing power. Okay.
What?
Okay. So there's nothing I can do then.
No, you can go through the
losing
windshield.
Power. Yeah, you can break the windshield and go through it. We're just going to armor the windshield up eventually anyway.
Well, I mean, if everyone
gets to the cockpit.
Yeah, but I just don't know if I would break the window to do it.
Use the butt of your flamethrower to smack it? Or kick it or something?
Yeah, it's either melee or unarmed, depending on what you're doing.
Yeah.
Well, hang on. Can I ask someone to break the window for me?
We're not in initiative, so yes.
Because I do not have the greatest.
Break the windshield so Aiden can go aid Branks.
Braytag breaks the windshield.
All right. Just
really
for fun.
Need to roll?
Yeah, just for fun, make an attack against the window.
Braytag just walks up and looks at Aiden kind of dumbly, and then just smashes his hand into the window.
What am I rolling against?
Walks up to the window and looks at it.
Actually, to keep things fast, we're not going to make this an attack. Just make a difficulty 2 melee check. You're not going to spend any advantages or anything that you generate on this. Just
2 what? Purples?
2 purple.
I don't know, guys.
Yeah, there's no more windshield.
He vaporized it.
Yeah, there's a neatly cut square hole in the middle. No, you shatter the windshield. You manage to shatter it very neatly outward so you don't get broken glass inside the transport. But yeah, now Aiden can crawl into the cockpit if he wants.
All right, I'll do that. Tell him to get into the co-pilot seat because I can just feel him not piloting good enough, not up to my standards.
He succeeded on the pilot check. He missed with the guns.
Yeah, I can feel that too.
All right, well, hey, the total amount of XP you've been awarded on top of whatever you started with is 220, so that's how much you should have.
Sounds like I did not add it then.
Perhaps not. Anyway, yeah, you can do that because we're not in initial. And yeah, I think after that it's going to be their turn again, and they are.
Did I have to use my action to get there? I can't do anything. I have to wait for the next turn.
No, I mean that would have been you would have just used your maneuver to move up there, and Branks can get out of the way if he wants to. But yeah, you can continue to do things if you want.
I assume there's only one gun and it's been fired.
There's only one gun and it's already been fired this round.
So then, action to do a evasive action or something?
So let me see here. Alright, so because Branks attempted to gain the advantage, that's already your free starship maneuver for that round. So if you want to do another starship maneuver, that would be 2 more strain. Or, no, wait, I'm sorry. No, he did gain the advantage. So no, you're fine. That's an action, not a maneuver. So what are you doing?
Can I do evasive action, or should I just?
You can do evasive action. I mean, that'll make it harder for them to shoot you. It'll also make it harder for you to shoot them.
What do you guys think? Just
do what you like.
You're pilot. Just do something. Whatever you think is whatever first comes to mind.
I mean, the only thing
guys.
I can see is
Choose.
all right. I'll do evasive action.
All right, you do evasive action. That was your second maneuver. Are you doing anything else?
I don't think there's anything else to do.
Okay, then unless anybody else has anything that they're going to do, the other dropship is going to attack again. However, first they are going to try and overcome that evasive action you just did.
With a setback.
Not yet. That's on their attack. This isn't an attack. But thank you for
just the setback was handling check.
Yeah, I thought that was handling check.
Oh, you mean the setback from
yeah,
handling.
my setback that I gave
Yes.
them was their next check.
Does it say next check or next? You might say next check. Actually, that is important. I was thinking that it said attack, but that isn't really a thing in this game. What the hell is it?
In chat.
Yeah, and I'm trying to find it on the. God damn it!
The third
Oh
page.
yeah, next check. Yeah, okay.
Or fifth page. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I was doing one of those things where I keep scrolling past it. Oh yeah, so in fact both of those would apply here. And since they both apply here, we'll make them a little better at piloting.
I mean, we should probably spend some of these, make them a little bit worse.
So, yeah, I wouldn't mind spending a light point to counter his dark point.
You can do that.
Anybody else in agreement?
Do it.
Agreement.
Yeah.
All right, then the difficulty becomes purple-red with 2 setback.
Where do they get all those yellows from?
They already had 3 piloting planetary. The 4th yellow was from the upgrade.
Wow.
Why did they need to be better at that check?
Apparently they didn't, although, wait a minute. Oh, I knew I missed something. So when you use gain the advantage, it increases the difficulty if they try to do it back to you. I forgot to have you add 1 to the difficulty before, but I'll do that here because I forgot to. So let's see if that changes the outcome at all. Oh. So, nothing. Alright. That should have been... well, whatever. Well, we'll do that the right way next time. And... I don't think they're going to get anything with that triumph. Let me just see what they have at the end of that cheat sheet for that. Piloting. Oh, their piloting's not in there. Oh, no, there it is. +1 maneuver. Yeah, we'll give them that. Then, in that case, they are going to aim. And, yeah, we'll let them double aim with that. Now for the actual attack.
Are they targeting where Gilbert is on the bridge?
No, they're going to target the back of the ship because it's softer.
Are we front to front with them?
No, you're dogfighting. You're sort of wheeling around. That piloting check they succeeded on was like them getting behind you for a better shot.
Man, you're really obsessed with trying to get me killed, Hayes.
I was denied your death. I want it.
If you want, I can make the same roll against the front of the ship, so that it'll kill Brinks first. Would you like that? Are we all in agreement here?
I thought we
Yeah,
had.
first, before the rest of us plummet to
I'm
the
not.
earth.
I thought we had more shields.
That
in
is
the
one
front.
more setback.
No, you have more shields in the back. I'm just like, no, I'm sorry. You do have more shield in the front. I'm saying I will make the attack against the front as if I were making it against the back, just so that I can kill Brinks.
Counterpoint. You already said you were targeting the back and rolled.
I didn't roll it yet.
Oh!
Oh, was that not the roll there?
No, that was the piloting check. I'm in the process of rolling.
I think you should target the back.
All
Because
right,
after all, the
I
back
hear
makes
one
it
dissenting
a
opinion.
softer target.
I think you should target the power plant.
Yeah, I know what you think.
I think he should get on the radio and surrender to us. We will treat him nicely.
Target the dumpster. There are some guns there.
So how hard is it to board an enemy ship in space?
Quite difficult. Especially if it's small and going very fast.
Hayes. You know what? That's a good idea, Hayes. I'll go straight up. They'll come up after me. We'll drop you out the back, and you can, like, take your sword and fucking run it down the length of their ship.
That would be very anime.
That would be. It'll totally work.
I would, like, when I leave the ship, I'll go in a straight direction. So, like, I just go, like, right towards the front glass of their ship. Just, like, jam a big hole in it.
Yeah, Hayes, let's do that.
No.
You sure?
Well, you have the jetpack. You go ahead. I'll pilot the ship. It's fine.
No.
Right. Well, they deal 5 damage, putting you at 16 hull trauma threshold out of 20. Now, one of you mentioned space. Did you, like, were you going to orbit, or were you still
Yes, going to orbit?
Okay. Yeah, then by that point you would have been. I mean, you're headed towards orbit. You're not there yet, but. Jesus, what is that? Oh, this is. No, I don't know. Whatever.
Some kind of anime visual explosion porn.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, that's what they do. You're at 16. Back to you guys.
Well, pew 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 pew.
Go ahead.
Spend a force point if you got it.
Yeah, I will on my Actually, we have a lot laying around. I would like both the other gunners to spend a light side too.
Sure, why not?
Well, I mean,
it's not going to be them spending it. It's you spending it on them because they're not characters. Yeah. But whatever, I'll let you do it.
You're piloting so good, you get a good advantage for all 3 guns.
There you go. Now you could stay on target, which will make it easier for them to hit their targets. If you look in the piloting maneuvers, that is an option. It makes it easier for them to hit you as well, but
that's fine.
Let's blow them up this turn. Just deal all the damage, and you don't have to worry about that then.
Well, the stay on target will give the gunners better shots. So where is that? I don't see it on the cheat sheet.
It's on Starship and Vehicle Maneuvers underneath Evasive Action.
Stay on target.
What do I have to spend for that?
A maneuver.
Okay. So just one ship maneuver?
Just one ship maneuver.
Okay. So I'd get another green out of that if I'm reading that right.
You upgrade. So
Yeah,
you would turn
I'm at
one...
3 yellows right now.
Oh yes, then you would get another green.
Okay, so I have my blue from my aim, right?
Yep.
And then it's just against 2 purple.
If you're aiming, you'd have to suffer 2 strain to get your second maneuver, but yes. And then it's just 2
So that's
purple.
personal strain, right? Not ship strain.
Personal strain, yes.
I got plenty of that to throw around.
Yep.
Okay, so yellow, 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 green from the upgrade, blue from the aim, and then purple, purple. Okay.
Oh, and there should be 1 setback as well from the shield, so just roll that.
Oh.
You'll probably be fine, but make sure you roll it.
And that's just a K, right?
Just a K. Yeah, you still
One
hit, but
success.
for 1 success. So that's base damage, what, 6?
6, yeah.
6, 7... Alright, and now the other 2.
Yep. So they get 2 upgrades because of we're spending
Yeah.
2 destiny, right? Oh,
Yep,
I
so
didn't spend that destiny, by the way. Unless Devati did there. Nope, Devati did not. So
Make
we
sure you
just had
spend
1.
that. Did you give yourself 2 upgrades?
Yes.
So normally you would have had...
2 yellows,
2.
1 green.
Ah, I see.
So 1 upgraded to a yellow, and then I got another green. I don't know if I can do this differently, but I'm just going to roll each one individually.
Yeah, just do it.
Okay. There's all 3 of those light sides for their 2 gunnery
Ooh.
checks.
Now these guys. Okay, first guy misses. We're not going to spend those because he's not a character.
Bummer. That's a lot of advantages.
Yeah, shame. And nothing. Goddamn.
Wow.
These guys stink.
Svensson's
Wait.
fired.
Are these guys our guys or?
Yeah,
these
those
guys?
were our checks. Our 2 gunners on our ship missed. So you guys get to shoot as well.
They
if
both
you wanna do
missed,
your
and they both had very easy rolls, I might add.
Between 6 yellows, there was 1 success.
Yeah.
Can
I was gonna say that's pretty much it for our ship.
can Aiden and I get in on them?
You can. You only have 1 gun, though.
Well, Aiden's going to be the better gunner than I am, so I'm going to turn that over to his control.
Okay.
Did you want to do a piloting check or something to set me up?
Precisely. Yeah, what do I have to do for that, Pete?
So you're taking the controls. If you want to, so you can stay on target, which will make it easier for you to hit them, but also for them to hit you.
How fucked up do they look?
Not as fucked up as you are.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I just want to gain the advantage.
Ah, you can do that then. And now we will start doing that. So, like, you've been gaining the advantage back and forth over each other. The way it works is that, like, if they successfully gain the advantage, then in order for you to gain the advantage over them, then it adds 1 difficulty to it. So it'll be difficulty 3 piloting.
I'll be right back.
All right.
And then you would add 1 setback from the handling as well.
And I'd still be able to take evasive maneuvers after that, right?
Yep, because 1 is an action and 1 is a maneuver. Although
Alright.
evasive...
Real quick, at speed 3, how fast will it take us to get to orbit? Because I have speed 4 for another turn, but I'm just maintaining, evasive, or, with my extra speed, I'm just basically outmaneuvering them.
I believe I've said getting to orbit is an hour.
How far do we go with speed 3?
I'm not going to do numbers, but basically this combat will be over one way or the other before you get to orbit.
Okay.
All right. So I have to make a piloting check first?
Yes.
So yellow, green, green. Actually, I'm going to spend the light side.
Mhm.
Can someone roll that?
I can?
So that would upgrade it to a yellow, yellow, green, right, Pete?
Yep.
3 purples.
Yep, 3 purple and 1 black.
I'm back.
Yeah, you succeed. So now instead of having to shoot the front, you can shoot the back.
Aiden, care to shoot? Or will that end my turn? I'd have to take evasive maneuvers later.
Evasive maneuvers is a maneuver. You can do that now if you want. The one thing is, if you do it now, it will apply to his attack that he makes after you.
Aiden?
I mean, it seems like they've been canceling evasive maneuvers every time. Or did they not cancel it last time?
No, they canceled it last time. The problem is that if he does it and then you do it, it's going to increase the difficulty of your... Or if he does it and then you attack, it's going to increase the difficulty of your attack.
Mm-hmm. So I guess let's just not. Because it's going to upgrade our difficulty and they're just going to cancel it.
What if I stay on target it? Would you prefer staying on target?
Gives you a free upgrade.
But it'll also make it easier for them to shoot us.
But hopefully they shoot me. Because you guys will be toast in the next hit. Well, going down. And I only have 1 more turn of Zoom Zoom.
I mean, we can give it a shot.
How large
See
are
if
these
I
shuttles compared to our ship? This might be important.
So they're actually the same size mechanically.
Okay.
Like, in terms of how big are they actually, your ship is bigger, but it's not bigger enough to not count as the same size.
Theoretically, I could Superman them, if need be.
What do you mean?
Get underneath them and provide lift so that they don't crash.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it would be quite tricky, but yes, you could do that. Especially given that they're a little overloaded right now.
Yep.
Now, if you really wanted to get crazy, you could have them like deploy out the back and land on top of you in the little thing.
Oh no. We would do something else. I'm looking for it. 1 second.
Pete.
Yeah.
How high up are we?
You haven't actually made it to orbit yet. You're just sort of flying. I mean, we'll say that you're like approaching cruising altitude as if this were an airplane by this point. So it's not like if you were exposed to the outside of the ship right now, you would be mostly fine. It would just be really hard to hear, and it's kind of cold. But like you wouldn't be suffocating or anything. I will say did we decide that the cargo bay on the Peaceful Intentions opens to the front?
No,
or is it the back? Back? Okay then. I was gonna say you could Fast and Furious your car in there.
Yeah, I could flip around.
Yeah, except ships are designed to go forward is the thing.
I mean, I can move really fast right now.
You know what? Let's. Can't. Should I just withdraw? Like, punch it and withdraw?
Yeah.
You already punched it.
Well, the problem with withdrawing is that the other ship is as fast as you. You can't really escape one another.
But then he basically has to show his ass to Nevin the entire time.
That's basically what's happening right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have superior speed under, so I can go wherever I want compared to these two.
I will punch it and fly us away. That way these guys need to choose between pursuing us the damaged vessel, or fighting Nevin.
Franks, you punched it earlier. You are already going speed 3. You can't go any faster.
Yeah. However, there is a way to do what he's describing, which is to
Oh,
make
okay.
a very sharp turn in such a way that they will have trouble following you.
Yeah, sorry. My mistake. I misunderstood punch it as like a short term. Like
No, it's just jumping up to top speed.
Okay. Yeah, I thought of it more like a dash in D&D than just rapid acceleration to maximum velocity.
Does
Okay.
this ship have a hyperdrive?
This, I don't think so.
I think you said it did. Hyperdrive 2?
Oh, so it does. It's even got a backup hyperdrive. Yeah, it does have a hyperdrive.
No under, I can't use that right now. We're in a gravity well.
Yeah, you'd have to. Yeah, you're too close to do that.
Plus, my astrogation skill is closer to. Just put us anywhere even remotely close to that constellation.
No, you could just aim above the galactic plane.
This is Star Wars. Blind jumping is a terrifying thing.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can aim above the galactic plane, and it's only the size of a galaxy. I'm sure there's nothing above you.
Fucking Yuzan Vong. Yeah, I'm just gonna fly away.
All right. So, in order for you to have any realistic attempt at escaping them, you need to do some kind of sharp turn to try and throw them off you and create some distance.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yep, you can do that. And because I'm nice, rather than making this an opposed check, it's just going to be difficulty 3.
Wait, are we leaving weapons range?
You would be
Not for a
leaving
while.
weapons range if you're trying to do that. No, this you would be leaving weapons range of the other ship. It would put you further away. Like, they would not be able to shoot you if you succeeded doing this.
Are we there yet?
Like, they
Shut
wouldn't
up,
be able
Daze.
to catch up and shoot us?
They would have to
Basically,
turn
you're-
around and they would have to close the distance again. Which
Basically, Aiden, I'm forcing them to choose between us and
Me, which I can
Yeah.
outrun them at least for a little bit to get out of range.
yeah, well, the thing is, they can't outrun you either. So once you create distance, they will not be able to make it up.
So what Brinks is doing is he's basically jerking the yoke and pulling a
One success.
hard G bank.
And that one success is enough. It's a little rough on those of you inside the troop transport. But yeah, you do a real sharp turn, and you manage to go pretty much in the opposite direction from where you were going. Meanwhile, the ship pursuing you keeps going the other way. And so now you've created enough distance that they will not be within weapons range of you anymore. However, that also means that Aiden will not be able to attack.
That's fine.
unfortunate, but we don't have the hull integrity
Hull.
to survive another round.
Yeah. I can survive one hit, but I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna, bank the other way.
You do have your superior speed. You can try to escape them as well.
Well, I'm gonna fire and then use my superior speed. So I'm not gonna stay on target this turn.
Very good.
Step 1, use the restroom.
All right.
Yep.
Well,
Not gonna stay on target, so no upgrades there. I won't spend upgrades on myself. Just shoot him to see if we can take him down, and then jerk hard to the left after Branks jerked hard to the right.
all right. Then make your attacks if that's what you're going to do. Or make your attack, I should say. I'm going to make the other ones.
Yep. So aim and then purple.
Yep. Purple,
And-
black.
Black. Yep. That's right for the
Because
shield.
they never overcame the advantage against you, so you can.
Yeah, I can always outmaneuver them. They
Yeah.
literally can't do anything in that boat.
But yeah, you hit. That's 6, 7, so another 3, and you can pay it forward to one of them with that if you want.
Where's the cheat sheet real quick here? Actually, I'll just Oh yeah, I'll pay it forward to one of them. I'll give them a blue.
Yep. Then, unless you're doing anything else, we will now roll for that guy.
Yep. That's it. I mean, I'm gonna maneuver after
Yeah.
they shoot.
I mean, they're going during your turn. I'm just rolling for
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, they're shooting for me essentially. Like, hey, shoot that thing.
Yep.
But we might be able to down it
You might.
if they roll well.
Ooh, but they don't.
God
Now
damn.
the other guy.
Since he fucked up, can I use that to pay it forward to the other guy?
No, he's not a character. You don't
I
get to
know.
spend those.
I know. Wasted my damn blues with these guys.
Hey, there we
There's
go.
a hit.
And he did more damage than you.
Yep.
But he also dealt a threat.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because he's not a character. With that, the enemy ship is now bloodied.
Okay. I am just going to maintain my speed 4 and go bye-bye in the other direction.
Yep, you can do that. So you're doing like another sharp turn.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, you're faster than them, so you don't have to roll for this. You can just do that.
Yeah, I was behind them, fired a couple shots, and just peeled off after I seen that my guys were able to, break away.
Yep. After this successful double breakaway and having sustained some more damage, the other ship is gonna sort of lose interest and continue on its way back down towards the planet. And at that point, you're now out of combat.
Sweet. So their ship is in good enough condition to fly back to our main headquarters base. Not that we don't need to go to the landing pad at this point.
Barely, but yeah. I mean, there's a landing pad at the base. That's where I assume you're going.
Well, the other objective. Not.
Oh,
I don't want to
yeah.
go there. I want to go back to the base.
Yep,
I'm
you can do
assuming
that.
Underwood as well to get paid.
Yeah, we're going back to the moon.
Do we know if this has a tracker? Didn't they abandon some vehicles?
No,
I've
we
heard
stole
that,
this.
yes. No, he does raise an important point though. One of your options for the first mission you could have done was hijacking a bunch of transports, and when they did that, all of those ports were abandoned in orbit because they're full of trackers, and they didn't want to lead those back to the moon base.
Okay. Then yeah, let's rendezvous somewhere in space, not going towards the moon. Transfer.
Do we know the location where they left all those other transports?
You think it was probably like just in orbit, and they would have been picked up by the Empire at some point after that.
Well, let's unbolt whatever we can. Let's take anything that's not bolted down, and then get out the tools and unbolt anything that is bolted down.
And you're doing that in space.
Actually, no. If we're worried about the trackers and stuff like that, instead of heading to space, I think we should head to that beachhead, since it wouldn't matter if they tracked it to the location anyway. And then we can, unbolt everything that's not bolted down and bolt everything, or take everything that's not bolted down and unbolt everything that is. Strip the shuttle, and then we can, get our landing, the hard contact back inside the Peaceful Intentions.
I don't like that.
Going to the landing pad.
Too easy to get us stuck there.
If it matters, some of the chatter that you would have been hearing is that like after the shield came down and the landing zone was secured, they started to bring in like more personnel, and they're sort of setting up this area as like a sort of a forward operations base.
So they've actually secured it. This isn't just some random ass beachhead.
Yeah, no, maybe the word beachhead was the wrong term to use, but what they've done is they've taken over this port, or a series of ports on the outside of the city, so that they can land their troop transports there safely.
They've captured a command post.
Yes, they've captured a command post. I mean, this isn't a command post, but yes.
They made it into one.
All right, let's go there then.
I see the hologram projecting our logo, so we captured a command post.
But regardless, Pete, I would prefer if we landed on the farthest outskirts of these landing areas, but not completely on the edge. Like away from the city, but slightly towards the middle.
Yeah. So there is, in fact, one that they're sort of making their primary forward command center, and that is the one that is like on the furthest edge of the city, where it's the safest.
All
And
right,
yes, you
let's
can
go there. Meet, do some handshake, or Devati can do some handshaking, and then we can transfer our personnel and cargo around and strip the shuttle of whatever we don't care about. And
Yes, you can do that. And I should add, delivery of this captured Imperial vehicle will more than secure you your bonus.
I would hope so. Although we're taking the guns off of it.
Oh yeah,
Well, at least the side door guns. I don't know if we can get the main gun off of it.
it's a ship-mounted weapon. You could put it on another ship if you wanted.
So we can attach it to our ship?
No, I was thinking of the hard contact.
That you would not be able to do. Too big.
Damn it. But we have the door guns from the shuttle that we could actually put on the door guns of the hard contact.
You could. And they are, in fact, door guns. It's like fairly easy to mount them on there. Like you just have to do some welding.
We can do that somewhere else. I just want to rip them off. So we'll rip them off, throw them inside the hard contact, throw the hard contact inside the peaceful intentions. Everybody loads up in the peaceful intentions, and we go yeet back to the moon base. And leave the shuttle there for them to deal with.
Did the commander for the like, should we be here, or do they want us to go back to the moon base for our next mission?
No, you think you'll be fine if you stay here.
If I want to stay here, then.
Oh, we don't need to go back to the moon base? Okay.
Like things have sort of progressed, and like now this is where you're operating out of, at least in the field.
Oh. So some of the head honchos from the moon came down here, and we can actually talk to the people we've already talked to.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah, there's the door gunner.
Okie dokie. So, Under, you get to talk now.
Yep. And let's see, who was here 2 weeks ago who is not here right now? Because that matters for calculating how much you get paid.
I think present company was present company.
Sleuth was here.
Sleuth was here.
Yeah, Burger was part of the team.
Was Spectre here?
I didn't know
No, Spectre's not playing. Was AGR here?
The very end.
If he was here for like the end of last week's session when you were on the mission, then that counts.
I do not recall.
Then he was here.
Well, I can't remember either, unless somebody can definitively remember convincingly that he was here.
Well, I mean, I can lie convincingly.
Not to me.
Guys, I have an idea. We have recordings. Let's use them.
Yeah, but then I'd have to go and watch the recording.
Hold on.
You only have to watch the last little bit.
I keep a playlist of each of these sessions prepared on YouTube. One moment.
All right. Tell you what, I'm gonna start doing the math as if there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of you, and if it turns out there was an 8th, then I'll owe you some money.
What was the date that this one was? The 8/29?
That's for Under.
Yeah, it would have been 8/29.
Yep.
Eighth, and I think I've been giving you
1,400 per head.
Yeah, 1,400. So we'll start with 7 times 1,400. All right. Then that will net you 1,100 or 11,800 credits.
And our bonus?
That includes your bonus.
So, sorry, it was 11,000 what?
11,800.
Okay.
Cool. We made some fun.
You did.
At the end of the session, the following people had been in attendance: Aiden, Branks, Devati, Braytak, Nevin, Tenorok. In the audience, we had Spectre, and attempting to murder us, we had tonight's GM.
Huh. So
Okay.
Jara was here.
No, he wasn't.
Oh, sorry. I was using the wrong name. My bad.
Yep. And I didn't hear anything about Sleuth there either. I think he was here, though.
I didn't
I
see him
remember he
as
was there
I...
earlier.
Yeah, he was there earlier. That would have been enough. If he wasn't there at the end, then that doesn't...
I'm pretty sure he wasn't. I just skimmed through the whole episode.
You didn't see him there
think
at
he
all?
was there the other episode.
Oh, maybe.
He was there the week before, whenever he joined the stealth party of the infiltration.
Yeah.
Can confirm.
That's why we're remembering him.
Ah, okay. Well, now it's only 10,400, so thanks, Gilbert.
Hey, honesty.
Honesty is
1,000
the
credits.
best
We can make
policy.
that
It is unwise to lie to your game master.
Alright, so that's what you get paid. And yeah. So yeah, you're in this it's one of those like recessed hangars where the whole thing is kind of a big pit dug into the ground, you know, one of those types of places, and all of the adjacent facilities are similarly underground. You think this was chosen so that they could make it into sort of a fortified location. Or rather because it kind of already is one. But anyway, the area around it has been secured. There's no power, thanks to a certain group of someone's. So instead, all of the facility power is being backfed off of a couple big freighters that they've got parked here.
I
But
don't
they
know what
just
you're
keep
talking
running.
about.
Of course you don't. What would Branks know about blowing up power stations?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
And but yeah, so if you need to have repairs done to your ship, you can have them start working on that. They've got new
We do.
money,
Yes.
and of course the attack on the city is ongoing as you arrive, and there are plans for additional actions in the near future.
Oh, I'm sure there are.
All right, would you
Will
like
these-
me to begin posting them?
I would love you to begin posting the various command posts on the map.
Sure, I will begin posting the various command posts on the map.
Rush Alpha.
You know, that does sometimes work, but a tactic I grew particularly fond of in Battlefront 2 was actually walking along the very edge of the map and taking the rear.
Well, here's Alpha. Alpha is the defensive fleet that's been stationed at Worldport. It was stuck under the shield when they decided to put it up. Though the downside to having that down is that it means the fleet can now take off as soon as they're ready to. So the idea is that a bunch of ships are going to fly over there, disable as many ships as they can to prevent them from getting away and launching a counterattack. The main obstacle will, of course, be the defenses of those capital ships, but they'll be at a huge disadvantage because they're on the ground.
So what you're saying is we need to board the capital ships and take them over?
No, so this would be purely an aerial raid. You would be flying around the ships and blowing up their engines from the air.
Okay, guys. So, positive note. Dreadnought heavy cruisers are really costly to lose. They also, if I recall, don't have great anti-air weaponry.
Yeah, those things are mostly going to be like sitting ducks compared to some of the larger capital ships.
Yeah, the Victory class and the Acclimators are going to be a little bit more of a problem, but Dreadnought heavy cruisers are notorious for their high crew requirements and lack of fighter capacity.
Yeah, this is like the kind of sort of fleet of whatever they had lying around that you would expect for like a defensive fleet on a planet that's not on the front lines. And that's for that bottom line. In addition to, you can obviously take your own ship with you, but if you want some small fighter craft for this mission, those are available as well. And you may also recall there is like one of the leaders that you can take with you makes all of you good at piloting. So that's an option. Now, option 2.
Do they also make us good at gunnery?
No. Oh, wait here.
Oh, another.
Garrison command. You mean
Command.
command post?
Yep. This is sort of the more conventional option, which is you go to the place where they've been launching all of these troop transports from, and you capture it. The way you capture it is by walking in there with a huge group of guys on the ground, fighting your way through, getting into the building, and taking it.
Okay, that's okay. So either that or a starship battle,
Or the third option,
or the third one. I don't see the third one yet.
Target their backup generators.
no, the third option is you get to play SEAL Team 6.
Oh.
So the asshole who started all of this, Moff Shiraeus, has been hiding out in his palace ever since the attacks on the planet began. He's got the whole detachment of stormtroopers at his disposal guarding him. So what they're going to do is send a small elite strike force into the palace to break through the defenses and capture him.
Oh, that looks fun too. Oh,
And
this will probably be just us if we take apprehend them off.
Not to oversell it, but the other people who would be accompanying you on this mission are the Mandalorians.
I mean,
All right. I know what I'm voting for.
That's what we are, like
That's
what
like
we're
our
built for.
specialty right there. We are a spec ops team, so
I kind of had a feeling you'd go for that one. I just wanted to give you other options.
That's why you played
Yeah.
it last.
Yeah, well, in case you want to go for the big ground battle or, do some
yeah. The problem is
Starfighter
we're not really
squadron.
set up for like big ground battles. Our ship is not a combat ship, and most of us are not great at piloting and gunnery. But we are, however, fairly well equipped and set up for deep strike spec ops teams. So
we have a Braytac.
I'm hearing
Yeah.
option 3.
We have a Braytech.
Oh,
That would be
option
my vote.
I think
three.
it's unanimously option 3.
All right. Well, you have some time before you have to do that.
okay, we should probably take as much time as we can, so they can so they can repair our ship as much as they can.
So I fell asleep. How much money did we make?
Enough.
Done.
No, how much did we make?
Enough.
Oh wait, but how much did we make?
Not
Enough.
terribly relevant at the moment.
10,800.
Damn it, Pete.
Yeah,
I mean,
was
it
gonna
is
say when I was
relevant.
asking that.
We have time.
You want to go shopping in the city that we're sieging?
I'll give you a hint. The only people you're going to be shopping from are Raptor Company.
Well, there's Mandalorian Raptor Company, right?
I don't know what you think they're going to sell you.
Can we buy their armor? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, good. Yeah, seriously, good luck because
Well, I was thinking, we're in a company of elite mercenaries here. I would think someone here might have an electro staff.
So, do you have specs for those door guns?
They're the same as the ones on the Sentinel.
Yes.
So that's what they are.
Is that in that stat sheet that you gave us?
It is.
Okay.
Do we sell our second ship?
Yes. That was part of the haul that we got it.
We only got a couple thousand for it?
Oh, it's
A shot to shit piece of shit shuttle that we also stripped all the guns off of? Yeah.
Question. Is it within our means to acquire a heavy blaster rifle?
A heavy blaster rifle. You could buy one from Raptor Company.
That's what I was asking. Could we buy an electro thing from Raptor Daster Company?
That they would not have.
I know AGR wants long rifle.
I think AGR already has a disruptor, didn't he?
I think he's working on it.
Yeah, he's
Or he
working.
might
I
have
don't
it.
think he bought a good one. I don't think he did.
Yeah, the reason I ask is given what we're walking into, I'm not entirely certain my blaster carbine is going to be packing quite enough heat. So I wanted to pick up something that has a longer range band and
a little bit more oomph.
auto fire.
You can do that. As long as you pay for it.
We'll think about it.
I think we should get a missile launcher. That would just be fun.
That would be fun. But yeah, if we're able to get a heavy blaster rifle, that'd be pretty nice.
Yeah, you can as long as somebody gives you money to buy one.
Yeah, that's
I'm working on it.
Alright, while you're working that out, I'm going to go use the bathroom and get a drink.
I'm working on the drawing for the side guns of the hard contact.
Need to buy some more stem packs.
I mean, we're not too bad off for those, are we?
I need more.
yeah. We'll also need a couple of stim packs, and quite frankly, a little bit of rest time because I have a lot of strain and a lot of wounds.
Yeah, you got fucked up. That's right.
I mean, I'm currently a little bit less than bloodied, but
Well, I can heal you
yeah.
I got some wounds.
now that we're in the ship where our med bay is.
Well, we've access to medical facilities. I'm assuming that's one of the first things they probably would have set up. For partially wounded people. Anybody that's critically wounded, obviously, they'd move to the moon base for medical.
Alrighty. So you said you wanted to buy a heavy blaster rifle?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I currently have a blaster rifle sitting in the back of the ship, but like a heavy blaster rifle or the light repeating blaster, either or, would be useful to be possessed at this point. Actually, I'm almost thinking light repeating blaster might be a better option, personally, now that I'm looking over its stuff.
Well, which one? We have We can budget and probably spend about 10 grand total,
I'll go with light repeating blaster.
if you're sure. Not the heavy.
Oh my god.
Okay, so like the problem with the heavy repeating blaster rifle is a matter of its cumbersome nature and its encumbrance.
Okay, so light repeating blaster then.
Yeah, light repeating blaster is basically the chonkiest I can get without
Causing issues for your build.
yeah.
I need 250 credits.
What if you get a sling?
For what?
Some packs.
No, I have a sling aid.
Okay.
That's my point, Aiden. Like I have the sling. I just need to kind of swap that over onto this weapon, and yeah.
Doc Man, you gonna heal me? Got 4 metaphorical wounds.
Yeah, but don't. Well, I can hear you both, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're out of
Um,
combat, so.
Under, could we also pick up like maybe 2 or 3 stims for me?
Sure. Just how many credits do you need for your stims?
They're 25 apiece, right?
Mm-hmm.
150.
I was gonna say, hang on, if I'm officially staying on the ship all the time, how many stims do I have?
Whatever's in
I have-
med bay.
All right, I've
No,
returned.
on my person, on my inventory. I have 5 I can throw at you guys.
I have 50, and that's in med bay. It's on my sheet.
Yeah.
You're giving Hayes 250 stim packs?
No,
No.
credits.
No.
That's credits left column.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be a walking stem pack. My armor is just gonna be made of.
I mean, they have 0 encumbrance.
We want to take this guy alive, right?
Yes, it is of critical importance that you take him alive. He is valuable information.
That's why I was thinking
It's not quite SEAL Team 6. You have to bring him back alive.
Well, I got binders.
Right. I'm thinking we should also buy some stun grenades.
And maybe a black bag.
I mean, we can make that pretty easily.
So, how many stun
So-
grenades do you think we should get? 6?
2 each person.
Roll. What is the difficulty to heal them?
To heal what?
Hayes and Braytac and Divide and Breaks before we get going.
Well, that depends. How many wounds do they have, and what are their wound thresholds?
I don't know. That's what
I'll
I'm
ask
asking.
them.
Also, how
Doctor?
many days are left? Because like each day takes off a wound.
Yeah, I mean that's sort of it's open to negotiation, but let's see how much time you need to do.
I only
it.
have 4 wounds.
Okay,
I used 3 stem packs at the end of the last session.
he
Okay.
did.
I have
And-
8 wounds,
Okay.
And your wound threshold is what?
17.
Okay, that puts you below half.
Okay. So, how much is the difficulty?
They're both below half, so for either of them, the difficulty will only be 1. And remember, you get a blue die because of your med kit that you have. Yeah, I'm not going to do it in the middle of the campaign, but if I ever
What should I do
run another
wrong?
game, the first thing I'm going to nerf is those goddamn stim packs.
Wrong. Yeah. Got it.
What's wrong with the stim packs? They already decrease pretty rapidly.
They decrease pretty rapidly. The problem is that they're really cheap, they don't weigh anything, and you can use them as a maneuver. Like, what I would change is I would make them take up an encumbrance, and it would be an action to use them.
Or an encumbrance for every 4 or something.
Yeah, or something like that.
And
I
if
mean, if you think they're too easy to get and too easy to
Okay,
use, then just give them to enemies.
I heal you for 8 or 6. Wait, let me make sure. Yes, 6.
I could get an electro whip and I could whip them off and ensnare him so he can't move.
Gilbert. and then you could take a stim pack for the last 2, and you'll be fine.
All right.
And I think, did you try to heal Braytak last session?
No. Braytak
Okay.
was on a different ship than me last session.
That's correct.
Yep. I have not been in contact with him since we
It was the session
entered the
before
power
that.
plant.
Hey, you're perfectly fine, Hayes. You said you only had 4. I'm giving you 5.
Neither of you had critical injuries, right?
Hell no.
Nope.
So they're fine. They're fine. Not a bad patch job.
All right. Then here, I just got to prep a couple things for the for all the shit that's about to go down.
Anybody else want to buy anything? By the way, the 6 stun grenades I'm handing out 2 each to Brenks, Aiden, and Braytak.
Oh, 500.
Say
Go
again.
ahead.
Say again.
500 for the hacking slicing computer. Permanent ship slicing computer.
What are you giving me?
I'm giving you 2 stun grenades to assist with taking our target alive, should it be necessary. Brenks, I'm giving you the ion grenade. So if you're probably going to be in the best position should he try to board a ship and we're fighting like on a docking pad or something to take out his ship.
Gotcha.
These things weigh an encumbrance per?
According to the sheet, 0. Like according to Pete's handbook, grenades are 0 encumbrance. Oh wait, no, I'm looking through. That's hard points. Yes, they're 1 encumbrance each.
There you go.
But yeah, so 500 for a I'm looking for.
How do you use them?
They're ranged light.
Wow.
You attack with them.
Maybe someone else should use these.
Well, then yeah, you can give yours to Aiden and Brenks. So Aiden and Brenks, you would each have 3 then. 3 stun grenades. Brenks, you have an ion grenade.
I only got 1 space available, too.
It's too bad that there isn't a weapon that fires grenades.
You mean a grenade launcher?
They would still need to have the encumbrance for holding the grenades, though.
That they would. I'm just saying, I feel like a lot of you are probably better at ranged heavy, so it might not be a bad purchase.
Brian, since it looks like you're going to be ending up with most of the grenades, do you need a grenade launcher?
I need more fucking carrying capacity.
What can you get rid of?
Yeah, give me a second. I am working on that.
If we just can't, let me.
I don't understand how you're so fat.
What, Hayes?
Why are you so fat?
Because I have a lot of gear.
Is that the correct thing, Pete? What we were talking about is basically like a hacking laptop.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's what Slicer Gear is. It's a computer.
You see, Hayes, some of us, are useful for things other than stabbing.
Yeah, but some of us are better than others.
I mean, you're not that useful. You just can take a lot of hits and shoot things. You're basically cannon fodder.
Who is that directed to?
Both of you.
So, Branks, if you need, I can carry 3 grenades.
That
And I
would
would-
be useful.
Yeah, and I would just pass them off to you, probably, if you run out.
So I can drop a ration off at just the ship, and then I'll remove it. Let me carry another grenade.
You're carrying rations around?
I mean, I had it.
What if you get hungry?
I had it for since like the beginning.
Same, I have a single ration.
So I carry these grenades.
I have 2. So
When you said you didn't want them.
I do not plan on using them. No.
how would I transfer my 2 rations into ship supplies? What would that count as?
You wouldn't have to.
They would just be supplies.
Well, no, because supplies are. What's the encumbrance value I set for supplies again? It's in here
4.
somewhere. Yeah, well, a ration is only 1 encumbrance, so it would just be an item that you're storing on the ship. So keep track of
Okay.
it somewhere, but it's not in your inventory.
You just put it like on your other property.
There you go.
Yeah,
You-
I'm
you
just
have it
taking-
in
well,
your
I mean,
quarters.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not planning on doing anything with it. I was just wondering if I could just transfer it. So basically, we need 4 rations to up the ship supply by 1.
Well, no, not really, but the supplies. The reason they're called supplies and not just rations is because they cover everything that you need for survival, not just food. Like
Yeah.
supplies also
Yeah.
includes the
Food,
water,
water,
that you're keeping on the ship.
toiletries.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's not just the food that you need for one day; it's everything that you will need for one day,
Coffee,
whatever that may be.
tea.
Yep.
Green milk.
Ibuprofen.
I'm sure we have some stacked in the kitchen of the ship.
Yeah, but I don't want to put it into the ship supplies and not have it count towards something. So I'll just keep them in my inventory and consume them one day when I need them.
Yeah, keep them in your ship inventory.
So this is what I've I got to do something about the bottom, but that's what I've worked up so far for the I literally just took an MG 134 and outlined it.
It looks cool.
And then yeah, I changed the front of it a little bit. I narrowed it down to make it more laser-like. I got to do something with the front of that barrel still. It looks weird.
Yeah, I mean, Under posted the gif of the door gunner. That's really a more accurate description of what those
Yeah,
light
that's why I'm
repeating blasters
downsizing
are.
the.
Yeah,
I'm still working on the back half. I'm downsizing it, making it more like a an M60, not an MG 134.
yeah, because I mean the light repeating blaster is a personal weapon. This one just happens to be on a mount.
Are we
Yeah, we're
going for the moth?
We will be, but we're still working out equipment.
Drop
Did you
ships
get
and
the
stuff.
500 for the slicing gear? I'm assuming that's something we can pick up, Pete.
Yeah, you would be able to get that from the company.
Okay.
Yeah, so currently here's what we're spending.
And I will update that in the
Pete, how do I trigger auto fire?
The way you trigger auto fire is by spending 2 advantages on a successful attack.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, auto fire. No, so yeah, you do have to spend 2 advantages to trigger it. However, you also have to declare that you are making an auto fire attack, which I think. What did I say that does? I think. Let me see here. Auto fire. Yes, so it increases the difficulty of the attack by 1. Then, if you hit, you can spend 2 advantages to generate 1 additional hit that deals damage equal to the weapon's base damage. You don't add successes to that hit.
Hey Pete, I need more space.
Sorry.
It's fine. I just wanted to make the joke we're out of attachment slots because the thermal scanner takes up 2 lines technically. I mean, I can put that on there, but it just shrinks the font. And I don't like it.
I mean,
Or no,
the
it
slicing,
actually
the slicing
overlaps.
computer does not have to be an attachment if you're just using it to slice enemy systems.
Yeah, no, I just have it on there so I know I have it. That's where I put it. That's its inventory home.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't take up hard points, so I just put that there so it was somewhere on the ship.
Right.
But now we can actually slice enemy ships when they're fighting us too. That should help with that, right?
Yep.
Just be sure I've got this right. Base encumbrance is calculated by what?
It is in the book somewhere.
There's a racial thing, and then it's like plus your brawn.
No, encumbrance is universal. It's
Can I upgrade my holdout blaster to a light blaster?
you could what do you mean by upgrade? Oh, it's 5 plus your brawn.
Right now I'm using a holdout blaster, and I would rather use a light blaster.
I think you have a spare blaster sitting around somewhere, don't you?
I walk into my armory and I come out with a light blaster.
Okay. I didn't know if we had to buy one or something, but I wanted to upgrade from the holdout blaster I've been using.
Yeah, there was a fancy one kicking around somewhere. I think Nevin has it.
I have it.
Yep.
The real quick, the difference between defense and soak. I'm looking at the difference between armored clothing and padded armor.
So defense adds black dice to attacks against you. Soak reduces damage.
Okay, so can I spend 500 and just get padded armor for myself just so I have a little bit more soak?
Sure.
Thank you. So then we have heavy armor or heavy clothing to sell.
That's what I'm wearing, padded armor. It's not that good.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably, I mean, depending on where our price is after. Because it's only, if you wanted to, you could probably get armored clothing. Because that's a little bit better than padded. Other than the soak, it gives you defense and a hard point.
Under?
Mm-hmm.
Here, mister.
Two things I could use. A sling and a scope.
Okay. What's the cost?
Total of 350.
Okay. And did you figure out how many grenades you can take?
I'm working on that.
So, mister, if you wanted to change your armor out, we probably could right now, and it wouldn't be a bad idea going into the combat encounter we're going into.
Yeah, that would.
So you need a K for armored clothing?
I threw the armor list up in the... So you have padded armor right now?
Yes, I have padded armor. I bought it a long time ago.
Okay, so if he's going to buy armor clothing, I can just hand me down from him.
That works.
And that doesn't change the... Oh no, it does change the spending a little bit. But you have... yeah, you just save 500 essentially. And you still have my heavy clothing to sell for all of, 45 credits you get for it? With your stupid modifiers that you could throw on there?
Yeah, Gilbert, do we have to bother rolling all that out, or can we just say that I get the 45 credits?
Pete?
Repeat, yeah.
To do what now?
Well, he has some heavy clothing because he bought, he's getting padded armor.
Yeah, whatever. Just get the 45 credits back.
Okay.
Because he rolls so high, that's pretty much what he gets on average.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens when you have a smooth-talking salesman. He can sell condoms to a nun.
All right. So we have this.
Oh yeah, 5K. I'm looking at what. No, let me come back, Rick. I just want to double check and go over and see if there's any other ship mods we might want to do.
Pete.
Could Go ahead, Gilbert.
I was
smoke
gonna
while you
say,
do that.
if I have a foregrip with no modifications, but the base mod is applied, am I able to swap it off an item and slap it on a different one without losing the modification part?
Correct. It's only
Alright.
those that are tied to the weapon.
Alright, in that case then, yeah, I will transfer over my foregrip.
Well, we're in a like a port right now. Is there any like junk smaller starfighters laying around? Like personal sized? I forget what they'd be called.
There are some, like... Yeah, there let me think here. So Raptor Company has a bunch of starfighters that they've set aside for that other mission you're not going on, but I'm guessing that's not what you want.
No, I'm looking for steel parts off of.
Yeah,
Like I'm
I
looking
mean,
for a burnt out Arc 170 laying around.
Well, there is the ship that you captured to start with.
That's probably got too big for what I'm looking for a smaller re-entry shield to throw on the hard contact.
Yeah, I mean, there's other stuff around this this sort of port that you're in that you think you could appropriate for your own uses.
Yeah, basically I want to put like a re-entry shield on the hard contact to give it some shielding against small arm fires.
Yeah, it's a bit of a gray area because you're not supposed to appropriate things from civilian sources, and this is technically a civilian shipyard that you're in.
Well, can we procure it under the radar?
I will say nobody will stop you. You're kind of in a war zone right now.
Who wants to come with me and steal ships off of parts off of ships? Great Tech, you want to come steal some shit? I'm not gonna go out there alone. I'm scaredy cat pilot.
That's unfortunate.
You don't want me trying to be stealthy.
Hey, Pete. You said that we're going on this mission with the Death Watch.
Correct.
Do they provide any bonuses that we should know about?
They...
Or have a particular set of skills that playing off of would be useful?
So I should have made one of them an option for the for one of those leaders you can take with you. I can't think of anything that they would give you that one of the others wouldn't already give you.
You just rename one of the others.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that. You could,
We got
Yeah,
Hank Fett on our side.
Yeah, tell you what, if you want, Yeah, actually, you know what? I've decided arbitrarily that the leader of the Death Watch is that guy, Torin. The tactician. So there you go.
Link, please.
Oh, yes,
yeah,
that post that.
That sheet is way gone.
It's, yep, 2 weeks gone.
That means it's effectively in the Library of Alexandria.
Oh, God.
That link didn't do shit.
Oh my God! It's in Ultra HD.
Oh yeah, that's why it won't load, because it's in Super HD. Because I exported it directly.
Take a snip.
Yeah, I'm going to do that, except then it's going to be in the opposite of HD.
This snip wasn't that bad that you used last time.
There you go.
That's legible.
Sort of. Yeah, it's better if you click on it.
Oh yeah, it's not
You know,
terribly legible on the screen by itself.
That guy being a Mandalorian makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
There's a lot of overlap between his stats and mine. at least in terms of skills.
He does have a certain set of skills.
Skills useful for being fucking awesome.
How exactly does the comm scrambler work? I don't think we've been using anything like that.
It just prevents your communications from being monitored.
Okay. You want to spend 1,000 on that, and we'll keep it on the ship. Then we can scramble our comms. That way our communications are secure.
Sure.
I'm just looking at anything that we can upgrade ship-wise.
All right, well, let me know when you're through making your preparations.
Gilbert, have you figured out how many grenades you can take?
I took 2.
I'm having to be very certain on this because it involves me shuffling around how some of my shuffleable features are applied.
So, Branks, just so you know, I can carry 3 of them. Aiden's carrying 2. So if you can carry 2, that's all of them.
Unfortunately, the best I can get you is 1 without removing my jetpack.
Hey, Braytech, do you mind just carrying 1 grenade just to hand off if we need it?
I can carry another one if I remove my blaster carbine.
So Braytech should have open slots. He just didn't want to use them.
I can carry 1. All I'm carrying is a blaster and a medkit.
All right, there we go. We'll give Tenorok a stun grenade.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I could carry a lot more grenades, but because I'm swapping out the blaster carbine for a light repeating blaster...
So how many grenades can you take? 1?
I can take 1 grenade.
I'll have to throw more of them at him then.
Throw more what at me?
Grenades. If you can take 1 of them.
Fuck you, Pete. Yeah, given the circumstances, I figured it might be useful if I was packing heavier blaster heat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this is the grenade disposition then.
Oh, you have the ion grenade?
You said you can't carry it. You can carry 1. You probably should have the stun grenade for that.
You want me to have the ion grenade to take out a escape vessel?
That was the idea, but also you should probably have a stun grenade as well. I figured the stun grenade's more likely to be useful to you. So I'm holding on to the ion grenade. I can hand it off to you if we need it.
All right. I'm going to go step away for just 1 moment.
I just moved the stuff down to the bottom of the inventory to make some more room on them attachment points. And yeah, I have my cargo fuel and supplies all zeroed out because that way I don't have to wonder what those numbers mean because Devati's checking and keeping up with all of that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is the final purchase thing for you, Pete.
Looks good to me.
Okay, then we buy it. So, how many days can we rest here?
I think I gave you 3 last time. I'll give you 3 this time.
Okay.
Although,
how much of our ship does that repair?
for 3 days.
I think you said 2 each.
Yep, I believe it's 2 a day. Because it's 1 per
So we're
6
down-
hours. So, or wait, is that right? Let me see. What do we have here? Never hurts to check. Repairs take 6 hours per point of hull trauma. They're not going to work overnight.
Yep.
So 2 per day.
So, yep, 2 per day.
So we're down to 6 then. Perfect. I like those numbers. It's a lot better than 12. And then I have 3 strain. Those would go away after 3 days, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't have you roll at the end of that combat because it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, I figured that's it, since we're going back to, base essentially.
So quiet.
Yep. Are we
It is
still
waiting.
doing math, or are we just waiting for?
I'm done.
Oh, okay. I thought you were still working. Then yeah, we can get going anytime you're ready.
Yep. I just had to make sure all my stuff was set.
Okay. If we're ready to go now, then I think we can get started. So, what exactly is your approach going to be here?
Well,
Well-
describe the target area. What's the palace look like?
Yeah, what's our
Gladly.
blueprint?
The palace is, it's fairly large. It's in the city though, not like. It's far away enough from the center that it's reasonable to target it by itself. You're not just going to be walking into the big hornet's nest that the rest of your guys are all marching into. It's sort of a bit further away from that.
Does it have its own landing pad or something?
It would have its own landing pad, yes, like out sort of in the back, like isolated away from everything else, enclosed probably. The palace itself is in the middle of the city, however. You would be able to approach it on the ground through the streets if you wanted to.
Right, but there's too much enemy air cover to approach through the air.
Yes, you think that would be more difficult.
Do we have like a hollow map of this area?
I mean, you could probably find a map that you could load into a hollow display somewhere, yeah.
Would it be possible? I don't know if this would be like warfare, but to try using that map, find a weakness or oversight in the palace defenses, point that say,
Sure.
Would make getting a team of Mandalorians and spec ops into close proximity,
You're trying to find an optimal angle of approach here.
basically.
All right, sure, we could.
Or, if not, well, an optimal angle of approach for our needs.
Right. Yeah, make a difficulty 3 knowledge warfare check.
Random stupid question. Would I be able to get the assistance of somebody, or like the Mandalorian leader?
Yeah, sure, he could help you.
And can you guys burn a light side point for me?
Sure.
What's your intelligence, Brinks?
It's 3.
Okay. And you have how many ranks in knowledge warfare?
2.
Yeah, you're the same as him.
We're peers.
Apparently. I didn't even mean for it to come out like that. I wasn't even intending for that guy to be a Mandalorian when I designed him.
It's great, and it works out beautifully. Alright, so the light side would boost my yellow-yellow-green to a yellow-yellow-yellow.
Correct.
And then is he providing ranked assistance or
Unskilled assistance.
unskilled? Oh, okay.
He is not good enough to give you skilled assistance.
Alright, and so that provides a green?
Blue.
A blue, okay. And this against purple, purple, purple?
Against purple, purple, purple.
Looking for a weakness.
Not quite, unfortunately.
Unfortunate.
I guess we're just gonna walk in the front door again.
I mean, I'm sure there's still other notable features. Pete, so outside of the front door, and the landing pad, what are the other notable features of this estate?
Right. So let me give you all of the details that would jump out at you immediately without having to apply a tactical eye here. There are various routes that you can take through it along the streets. Some of them are wider than others. Like there are narrow streets that you can take. There's like a broad sort of avenue that opens on the building to the front that's a bit more open if you decide you want to rush in.
That is a fucking kill zone if I've ever seen one.
Yeah. Under imagine Market. Actually, no. Imagine Revolt.
Okay.
As for the back, you would know that landing pad is sort of, it's like enclosed on all sides. It's not meant to be accessible from the street. The area of the palace behind that is sort of similarly, it's all set back from the buildings to a reasonable degree. You know, gotta have that separation there. Can't just be living among the pores.
Naturally.
Yeah, naturally. But the important thing is that there's going to be like a street that you have to cross at some point if you're approaching from the ground. So whether you're coming in the front or the back, you're going to have to go like through the open at some point.
Going in the back means that if they try to escape to the landing pad, they'll have to go through us rather than away from us.
There is that.
Makes sense to me. Plus, if we attack the landing pad, I mean, quite frankly, if there's a ship there.
I was going to say, if
Can
you
we
can
steal
no.
their ship?
first.
Yeah, steal his escape craft, and if not, I suppose we could always put a fun little ion grenade surprise right next to the ignition.
Well, I was thinking...
Start the engine, fry the ship.
I was thinking, does our recon know, like, the intelligence that we got? 'Cause it would just be sitting there out in the open. Is there a ship on the landing pad right now?
Yes. Actually, here, let me...
Because I'm thinking, we bring Nevin with us, and we attack the landing pad, Nevin runs into the ship and takes off with it, and then we go into the building and black bag the guy.
Ooh. So yes, yeah. I've decided just now that the landing pad, it isn't merely just out back, but it's like elevated a little bit. It's sort of part of the building. You know, like you've got a big deck that you go out onto from the building, and then you can land there. And yes, you would have scouts who would be able to tell you that there is a Lambda-class shuttle parked there.
We have one of those laying around that I can familiarize myself with piloting it?
Well, it's actually quite similar to the Sentinel. The Sentinel is like the troop transport version. The Lambda is just smaller and a little nicer.
Ah, okay. So something that I probably would have flown already.
Yeah. I mean, you could go sit in the cockpit of the Sentinel and familiarize yourself with the controls, because they're very similar.
Okie dokie.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we'll just start getting into this habit of stealing every ship we come across.
How did I know it would turn into this?
Because along with being, like, perpetually distrusting of NPCs,
we're also dirty
hyper-violent, we also like to jack every unattended vehicle that belongs to our enemy.
Yeah, no, I mean, you guys have, like, a couple of the same fallbacks. I mean, we're playing Star Wars, and you still want to make a battle wagon. Like, you have a spaceship, but that's not enough.
Oh my god, we can't escape the battle wagon!
Like, did you not put it together that that's what you were doing?
No!
I did. That's why I was doing it.
We always need an assault ship, man. I mean,
yeah, we always need an armored, battle wagon. We can't help ourselves but stealing every ship we come across, even whether it's in water or space.
Gilbert, just look at it. What is it? It's a Star Wars armored wagon.
oh! Can we put an oversized bowcaster on top?
That's what the door gunners are. That's what I'm working on right now.
No, specifically a bowcaster, though.
Oh, just like a giant space ballista.
Yes.
Also, in those 3 days, could we modify a hatch in the top of the?
Yeah, that's easy enough to do. You could have.
Okay.
You have that same team of welders you've got access to. You could have them do that.
Yep.
Yeah. So
and then
leave the peaceful intentions here, and you come with us in the battle wagon. Nevin, and then you take the shuttle and fly off. I'm sure you'll have to dodge some AA and stuff, and the rest of us would go in.
They probably won't even fire at me because I'll be friendly.
Maybe. Depends on how fast you are.
Well, I mean, I can punch it really, really well.
No, that's not what I mean. I mean, are you able to get out of there before they can say, hey, that ship has been stolen, shoot it down?
Yeah, I can go really, really fast. I can do that with any ship. I can go +1 for, 4 rounds.
Nice.
As long as I pass the roll. It's a difficulty, 2 against and I can take it light side if we have it. So yeah, we should be all right for that plan.
I suppose the next question is this. So I know definitely among the softer party members and Braytac, we're going to want to stick them in the hard contact. The question is, do we have the Mandalorians like roof hop? Or do we deploy them from the battle wagon as well?
We have enough seating, and the battle wagon can seat 14 in the back, 2 in the front. 16 total seats.
Yeah, I was thinking we're just bring him along with us in the battle wagon.
The hard contact is a very large troop transport, in terms of comparing it to a SWAT Rhino, it's bigger. A SWAT Rhino can I think hold 10, and that the driver and everything up front, but in the back it can hold 10. This thing can hold 14 in the back.
Alrighty.
Alright, so it sounds like that's what you're doing.
Yep. Nevin's coming along for a little, what do you call it when you bring a soft target on a mission that they really probably shouldn't be on, but you need them for a special skill?
An escort mission?
Outside consultant.
Yeah, I'm the outside consultant. I don't shoot very well.
He's the
I'm here to
specialist.
take combat photos, but if the shit gets too thick, I'll go to the rifle.
Yeah, he's our payload specialist.
Yeah.
Excellent. I have the music selection for this.
I'd love to know what it is.
Well, I don't know if it works for anyone else, but I know what I'm playing.
Oh, of course.
Get the fucking Norse choir up in here.
Alright, so it sounds like you are setting out in your hard contact to, actually, here, did I know I must have given you something for the hard contact.
Yes.
But
You did give us a stat block. It's way up top, though.
yeah, no, I have it written down somewhere. Let me fetch it.
You actually made a stat block. You should have it, typed out somewhere.
I did. I definitely saved it somewhere. There we go. Here, I'll just rename it.
Even better, I'll just post the whole soundtrack. All 30 minutes of music from the game.
Here, give me a second here. Okay, there we go. But yeah, so you guys set out in the hard contact, and you're making your way towards the palace through the streets. And let's see, as you you're not quite at the palace yet, but as you begin approaching, you sort of have to cross over one of those broad avenues that run outward from the city center. And yeah, let's see. Yeah, I'll let you roll stealth.
Well, who's ever driving should be.
Yep. So whoever's driving should roll stealth.
I would probably be driving because I don't have anything else to do.
And this will just be like a general stealth check to handle your whole trip there.
Well, how
Aiden,
is
what
the
is your
driving?
stealth actually? You might be stealthier than me. Now that we think about it, because he's usually piloting the hard contact too.
It's yellow, green, and blue.
Yeah, Aiden's driving the hard contact.
Sounds like it.
Problem is, every time I've rolled stealth, it's been terrible.
Well, we'll just make this one a difficulty 3 because it's just a general check to see if you can manage to not be too obvious. Basically, there's a lot of people who might see you, so I'm not going to bother rolling for all of them. But yeah, you are successful in keeping yourself hidden,
Hooray!
which will help this not become more complicated than it needs to be.
I like not complicated.
Yep. So yeah, you managed to make it like within the vicinity of the palace without tipping anybody off. Now, what exactly have you guys done to the hard contact at this point, aside from broken the windows?
I would assume we fixed that.
Yeah. Well, did you fix the windows?
Well, we were working on it. We welded a hatch on. I would imagine they would either have put a new armor plate on the front of it, or just replace the windshield with something else.
Well,
We had
would
crews
you
working on that technically, so.
would you have had them put the armor plate on, or would you have had them replace the window?
Going into the mission we're going into, I think we would have just replaced the window.
Okay.
We might have tried finding something a little bit heavier duty than, whatever the heck Braytech disintegrated.
Mm.
But still, it would have been a view screen, not a, armored plate with a slot in it.
Yeah. You've got a full car style windshield in front of you.
Pretty much.
Okay. Then I will let 2 of you do this because there's room for 2 in the front, right? You put a co-pilot or a passenger seat in there. Yeah. Then the driver and whoever wants to be in the passenger seat should each make a. Let me see here. Nope, that's the wrong document.
Is it piloting space?
No. Give me a second. Piloting space.
It's probably a perception, if anything. I don't know what exactly.
It's going to be perception. I'm just looking to see here.
I mean, I'm reasonably good at that because I have high cunning, but I don't have any rank in it, so it's still 4 green.
Yeah, but you're sitting next to me, so you add 2 blue.
Well, we're both. Oh, I'm sitting next to. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I'd have 2 blue on top of that.
Yes.
But then Aiden, you're also making the same roll.
But I just roll like.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm going to roll first, and then yeah.
Okay.
And you know what? Actually, let's make this a little harder.
Sounds reasonable. We have been kicking your ass tonight.
Oh, that's what you think.
Everything is going to plan.
Anyway, now each of you get to roll perception against that.
Like,
Each of us rolls perception against that?
No, only the 2 people in the front.
Oh, okay.
Aiden and myself. Aiden's piloting.
Not all of you.
I'm sitting next to him. Here in the back, giving carousing speeches.
Yes, I
Carousing
am.
speeches.
Or rousing speeches, one of the 2. Do you want me to spend a light sight on mine since I have way more green?
probably.
Okay, I'll do that first.
Don't want to be taken by surprise.
Okay, so that gives me a yellow, 3 green. You said I get 2 blue when I'm sitting next to you?
Yep.
Oh, that's only to other people, not to you?
Engaged allies.
Interesting. I feel like, yeah, well, it says allies. Yeah. Oh my god, he succeeded.
Beat it. Holy fucking advantages.
Yep. So, I think Aiden is driving, so Nevin, you're in the passenger seat.
I'm
Yeah.
co-pilot.
Yeah, so you're making your way on this street, and like, as you sort of like get onto this road, you now have a visual on the palace. Anyway, you can see up onto the roof, and off in the distance, you see a small white shape duck down below the roof, and you can't see them anymore. But there was definitely somebody up there.
White like a stormtrooper white,
Could be.
but they look like they were trying to hide from view when they seen us coming.
You think so?
Okay. I'll lean back to, Devati and be like, hey, there's somebody on the landing pad that ducked when they seen us.
Well, they know we're here now. Full speed ahead.
Yep.
Interesting. All right. Give me a second. I got to do something.
We're coming in hot, boys.
Do you think they trapped the road?
Oh shit, that's a good call.
Yes. Like I said, Broad Avenue, that's a kill zone.
How do you use a landmine against a hover vehicle?
I imagine they're proximity based.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I mean, the hovering does exert normal force. I think it would still set it off.
Did we successfully find a re-entry? We never did that. I completely forgot about it.
I mean, you're not using it right now, but I don't. Oh no, yeah, you did say something about that.
It's fine. We can do it later.
Yeah, okay. I don't. If it ends up mattering on this mission, we'll handle it when we get there.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to throw a re-entry shield on this thing so it has some small arms protection.
Yeah, well, you already put some armor plating on it.
Yeah, but like a re-entry shield would, basically provide deflection for small arms fire, and the windshield wouldn't matter at that point. You could leave the window unarmored. Unless something big shot at it, and at that point, it's, a s'more.
Oh, you mean you want to put a shield on the vehicle, like an energy shield?
Like a re-entry shield, not like a full ship shield. Just something they would use for entering atmosphere, not for combat. But it would still be enough for small arm combat.
That's the kind of thing that you would actually be able to salvage off of like an escape pod.
Yeah, that's basically what I wanted. Something that would be enough to cover this ship. And obviously, I can't take it from a larger ship because it would be too large of a system. So I want something from a small fighter, or like you said, an escape pod, just a re-entry shield.
Yeah, we'll have to handle that another time, but I think at this point you wouldn't have that yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, let me see, what the hell was I doing? Just thinking about how I'm going to handle this, and...
Oh yeah, Gilbert, when I said some more, by the way, it's crunchy outside, gooey inside.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I meant.
I know. I gave you my witty reply in the past.
And then, let's see, we're going to do that.
We do at least have a hatch on the top of this so somebody could poke their head out and shoot if they wanted to.
Well, don't we also have like side guns?
You do?
Yeah, we have the light carbide or light blasters, I think they were, on the side doors. So we have two of those that are, door gunners mounted in position, and then we have the top, but there's no gun on that. That is just a man portable hole.
And we think, would there be anything else?
I mean, but for the aesthetic and the layout of the ship, that ladder would actually be like perfect right where that door hinge is, and then the hatch would line up basically with the side doors.
All right, what the hell? Let's go for it. Ooh, oh, that's no good.
I think I even have a beam on the drawing, don't I? Like one of the side support beams, like running on the upper deck.
That's a scout trooper with an RPG.
Oh, you wish this was an RPG. Let me see here. Yada, yada. Here we go. Okay. And yeah, all right. Okay, so that's math. All right. This is going to be against you. Oh wait, shit! I forgot to say who this was against. Aiden, you have ranged defense, don't you?
Yes.
How much?
1.
Okay. Do you have anything else that affects attacks against you?
The windshield.
I already factored that in.
Ah.
Other than car stuff, no.
All right. All right. Well, that one doesn't get you anything.
Roll kill.
No, not quite. You are still being protected by the armor of the vehicle. But yeah, there is a very fast-moving blaster bolt comes towards you from the palace, accompanied by an unusually loud, like, blaster bolt noise, like one that rings out across a large distance.
Ooh, is it a
I
big
got an
old
anti-material
green streak?
rifle.
And yeah, let's see. You would be protected somewhat by the vehicle, so that will deal 7 wound. Oh wait, no, you have your own soak. Never mind. Yeah, so the base damage on this is 12 minus whatever your soak is.
Who's suffering damage?
Aiden.
The driver.
Ow. And there weren't even purples on that attack?
Oh my god, I forgot to roll the difficulty. That's why it's so high. Jesus. I knew I was tired today. Alright. Yeah, let me go and add that back in. I was like, huh, why did he roll so high?
Looks like that guy's got a blaster sniper rifle.
Yeah,
I
see,
think
this
it's
is why you guys
rifle.
gotta keep me honest, or else I'll accidentally cheat. And he would be firing from, I'm gonna say, yeah. Okay, so he generated a threat. But he does still hit you.
Does he
Ow.
lose the triumph?
No. I would have
Oh,
had to have rolled a
shit.
despair.
That means he can crit.
That means he can crit, and indeed he will.
Minus 10.
Very good. Hmm. 8. That is. Well, you're not an initiative, so that will. You know, we're just going to ignore the effect, but just add a difficulty 1 crit to your tracker. Because you're not an initiate, so that doesn't matter. Although at this point, we should probably roll initiative.
Vigilance, right? Because
Vigilance,
sniper?
yes, because you were not expecting the combat to begin this early.
Engaged allies add double blue. Allies within short range get just 1.
How close are we, Pete?
You are currently at extreme.
No, I mean to Aiden. Are we engaged or in short range?
You would. I'm going to say you can count as engaged if you're in the vehicle. Why not?
So we get a blue die in initiative?
So we're extreme range from the sniper,
Yes.
but he only rolled 3 purples?
Yes.
Scopes.
Scopes.
No.
So
Scopes.
we get 1 blue, 2 blue, what on our initiative roll?
2 blue.
Engaged is 2 blue.
And how many and then what for our initiative?
I'm gonna take this man's sniper
Vigilance.
rifle.
Vigilance, you get plus 2 blue. The GM has not rolled.
Would I need to roll
we go.
something?
Vigilance initiative. 2 blue.
Looks like you get to go first.
Hayes, are you
Blue?
paying any attention?
5-minute delay.
2 vigilance.
Vigilance plus 2 blue. Aiden is aiding. Because he's cool like that. What do you do for ties?
Advantages.
Ties advantages. And then if that ties,
Yeah,
then
Yeah, there is. Aiden's roll is a 1 success, 2 advantage.
I'll let Aiden go first.
So everybody goes before this guy.
Just to keep it simple. Everybody will go and then I will go. Which is my favorite way to do initiative. So, whatever order you want.
Can I did stim Aiden like right away?
You can.
Aiden, would you like medical attention immediately?
Yeah.
Okay, I will use a stim on Aiden. I don't know exactly how to do that because I've never used him before.
Subtract 1 and then he heals 5 wounds.
Okay.
All right.
Because I can't shoot back, so maybe somebody who can shoot back if I switch positions with them would be better here.
Also, driving closer.
Yeah.
Well, first let me inspire you with my rhetoric.
Okay, well, Nevin already did something. That was a maneuver. So,
Oh, that's
do
right.
the rest of
Nevin,
your
you
turn.
still have the rest of your turn.
Yeah. I mean, what can I switch seats with somebody essentially? But if Devadi's going to do his, actually, I suppose it doesn't matter if he does it right after me because I don't really care about the inspiration shit. I just want to switch seats with somebody.
If you just want to get out of the front seat, you can squeeze into the back. There's not room for you to sit down yet because I think you would have packed the thing
We're
full.
full up.
Yeah, you're full up. But yeah, you can squeeze back there.
All right, yeah. So I'll get to the back of the ship, and then somebody who can shoot back can go to the front of the ship, and then we also have the hatch. Remember that we can pop out the top of the ship and shoot back.
You also have a newly broken front windshield.
Yes. So yeah, I will move to the back of the ship, and then Devadi, go ahead.
Okay. Well, I do the inspiring rhetoric.
Roll it.
Yeah, which is level 2 leadership.
Does he benefit from Aiden's blues at all for that, or no? I don't know exactly what Aiden's blues do. Where do those come from, Aiden? What do they all do?
From heightened awareness, just
They let you play the harmonica real good.
add blues to perception and vigilance.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. All right. So 5 people. So this will be Aiden, Branks, Braytak, me, and Tenorok. We all recover 1 strain, which doesn't really matter at this point. But also we get 1 blue die for all skill checks for the next 3 rounds.
Very nice.
Aiden gets the advantage, which just heals him an additional strain in case it matters. So -2 strain to Aiden, -1 to the rest of us. And then I will just, unholster my gun and be like, I assume Aiden was driving?
Yes.
We need to get out of the kill zone. Forward, man, forward! And that's my turn.
So I should probably get people in range.
Yep. You don't have to spend anything to do that. You're already going at your speed.
Oh, did you ever you didn't put a stat block for the hard contact in?
Oh, that's right. I was going to repost it. Yeah.
I'm just curious what the speed is because I just realized
The speed is
improve
1.
full throttle. Hey, improve full throttle though. It doesn't specify space or non-space.
Yes.
So I should actually probably get on the throttle. I didn't think of that.
You have to be
I
the one
will do it.
driving to do that, I'm going to say, though.
Yeah, no. I understand that. So Aiden is driving ship. And then that leaves Brinks, Tanarak.
I think this is what I made. Does it look right? It's got the 1 armor, speed 1, handles kind of shitty.
That's the one that I have.
Yep.
Does that so we move forward, or
Yeah, so the way I handle vehicles is different from how the book does it. You just move forward automatically based on your speed. You don't have to do anything. Now, as for how far you move, let me get open the thing. Let's see. So at speed 1, at speed 1, it'll take you 2 rounds to get into long. There are also side streets that you can turn onto if you want to break line of sight.
That would probably be a better idea.
the moment we reach long range guys, I can use the top hatch to open fire on the sniper.
Yep, that's basically what it's there for.
All right.
Be
Well,
able to
all
pop
that
and shoot.
happens this round is that you move you move halfway from extreme to long range.
Well, then we should just take the side streets, break line of sight.
Hey, what's wrong with taking the back streets?
Hey, real quick, the side streets, I mean, obviously we'd have a map of this route that we're planning, of
You
all
do.
the side streets and everything like that. Would we be able to reconnect up? Like, obviously we're not going to go
Yeah,
to the side street.
it's a grid. You're not gonna.
So yeah, I say side street. Turn down a side street, get closer. And then pop back out when everybody's in range that can actually shoot back. Bueller?
I mean, do it. I just said get out of the kill zone.
All right. I think Aiden was driving though, and you climbed into the back.
Yep.
So, Aiden, what are you doing?
Taking the side streets, trying to make it so I don't get shot again.
All right. Well, that would be the choosing where to go part of your turn, which does not consume any resources. So, are you going to spend your maneuvers in action for anything?
Well, we're not going fast enough for evasive.
Yeah,
I can't really do anything with the vehicle, so can I just...
you can almost take cover while driving.
Yeah, I'll take cover.
Yeah, you can sort of duck down behind the front console. That will make it harder to see out the front. It says that on the cheat sheet, but it gives you some extra protection.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just duck down.
All right. Then, unless anybody else is going to do anything, I think we can move forward here.
Other than Brinks maybe getting ready on the hatch, but other than that, I don't think. So if he wants to do that now...
Yeah, Brinks can make himself ready to pop at the hatch.
Yep.
All right. Then, yeah, I'm assuming you guys go down the side street. Eventually, that would give you an avenue to get closer towards the palace, and you would be able to go that way.
Why don't we go this way first?
Well, you're just going laterally. It doesn't get you any closer. Like, it's a grid, right?
Yeah.
We had to cross the main street to get to this street, and that's when the sniper got us.
Well, you crossed the main street, and then you went onto a street that led directly towards the palace. As you set down that street, you got shot at, so you pulled off onto a side street. And now you found another similar street that also leads towards the palace.
Makes sense to me.
All right. So that would have We'll say it took you a round to do that. So at the we'll start back with you guys again since you're going first. So this will be effectively round 3.
I mean, I'll keep doing inspiring.
Yep. Would you have done that while you were changing streets as well? You
Yes.
could do it twice if you want.
Okay.
All right, then do it twice.
Okay. So that would just be renewing it on Aiden, Branks, and Braytech.
Mm-hmm. And that would be renewing it on everybody.
That'd be renewing it on everybody but Nevin.
That's fine. I don't
Sorry,
need it.
Nevin.
No, I'm the last one that wants it.
All right, but
Does this get me in range of the sniper position that I can pop out and fire on them?
no, you didn't actually get any closer. You just went over laterally. Although, actually, no. Let me think about this. So you could have taken a side street that would have led like away from the palace and sort of approached a corner where you wouldn't have visual, and that would have been able to get you closer. If that
That's
makes
probably what
sense.
we would have done. Yes, we would have tried to get closer, just not getting shot by the sniper.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then you could have done that. What you did was you used a side street to like get over to a street that would lead you past the palace, so that you don't have visual, and then you're using that to like get closer towards the other side. If that makes sense. It's all a big square. But yeah, anyway, when you come out onto the street, you would now be at long range.
Am I able to peek out of the hatch and fire on my target?
You can do that, although you have to find them first.
Vigilance?
No, perception.
Fuck.
My
Yes.
inspiration is all skill checks, so
It is, and you get the
And
bonus from
you're-
Aiden as well.
And you're right next to Aiden.
3 blues.
All right, let's see. Do you guys want me to burn a light side on this too, just to upgrade?
Yeah.
But yeah, if you can,
roll that for me.
I got something up prompt under.
Well,
If you want to roll.
5 and 1 is the number to beat here.
All right, so yellow, yellow, blue, blue, blue. What else was that? Pete.
Blue, blue, blue. It's an opposed check, so no difficulty. Ooh,
Wait,
that-
the guy doesn't have to re-roll stealth because we've established him as a target?
I wasn't going to have him re-roll.
I mean, we're looking at the 4 success, 4 advantages to triumph.
Yeah, actually, you know what? The way you're approaching, yeah. Let's re-roll for it.
Choke on it.
'Cause yeah, he revealed his position when he fired, so he no longer had stealth.
Yeah, there's also information I'm not giving you here, though.
That's fair. You are the DM.
He's got a buddy with an RPG.
Where the hell is it?
Choke on it.
Ooh, you won by advantages.
Yeah.
We're not going to handle the triumphs. They cancel out.
All right.
But yep, you are able to spot a white person-shaped outline in the distance.
All right. Well,
Again, on top of the palace.
I'm going to suffer a little bit of strain to double aim,
Very nice.
and I'm going to shoot him.
All right.
And he's at what distance?
He is at long range, and it is 2 setback. Or actually, here, let me get the table out. Hold up.
Yep, because let's see here. My light repeating bastard comes with a scope, which reduces.
I'm sorry, did you say
difficulty
light
on-
repeating bastard?
I'm honestly
he
don't
is
know.
now.
Light repeating bastard.
If he
I like
misses
that.
the shot, he's gonna call that gun a bastard.
Yes.
Sorry,
Ironically
continue.
enough, the Mandalorians don't have a word in their language for bastard.
Interesting.
Yeah. So the scope will reduce the difficulty attacks beyond medium by 1.
How many
Cool.
goons do we get with the Mandalorian tactician?
Hey, they are not goons. These are commandos.
Take the number of party members in your vehicle, subtract it from the vehicle's capacity. That's the number of Mandalorians.
Okay, so
That's like an actually scary number.
so
over-
including the
So we got,
tactician,
like,
we have
10
7.
guys.
We have 9 Mandalorians, including.
Oh, that's right.
10,
I forgot.
including the
I forgot you
tactician.
can fit a ton of people in there. No, you wouldn't have 10. There would be like 6, and then you could fill the rest out with goons.
Okay.
Yeah.
So six Mandalorians, including Tarn.
Including Taran.
All
And
right,
then
so let's see. Yellow,
6
yellow,
of your favorite goons that you get to pick.
Oh no, I
Alright.
wouldn't bring my favorites on this mission.
2 boosts
Oh.
from aim. Hunter, how many boosts do I get from you?
1.
Am I getting boosts from anywhere else, guys? All right,
Guess not.
and then
For the
What's that,
difficulty,
2 purples?
it is 2 purple, 1 red, and 2 black. One of those black is the target's defense, or innate defense, I should say. The
Is
other
that-
is from cover.
does that take into account the scope,
The scope
which reduces the difficulty of attacks beyond medium?
beyond medium by 1, then in that case, yes, the difficulty should only be 2, so it'll be purple, red, black, black.
Yellow, 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 blue, 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 purple, red, KK.
Oh yeah, you hit.
4 successes and 4 advantages.
I figured I'd give you a loadout.
Oh fuck! I forgot. I have to declare auto fire. God damn it.
It would have made it harder anyway.
Yeah.
Well,
All
too
right.
late now. What's your base damage?
The base damage is 11.
Okay, and does it have like pierce or anything like that? I think it does.
It has 1 pierce.
Okay.
So you got 4 advantages. I'm going to. Okay, so let's see. That's 11 damage plus 4 damage.
It doesn't matter. You kill him.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, because then I crit him.
Good shot.
Oh,
But yeah, you
sniped.
you unleash a. Actually, yeah, we'll say that you get him with like just 1 blaster bolt, and you see that that white shape go down on top of the building.
Doesn't fall off.
No, I mean it's in the distance.
Okay.
He's dead. Keep moving.
Let's go.
All right.
Engage, engage, engage.
Is Aiden continuing to drive towards the palace?
Yes.
All right.
Aiden, you want me to switch out with you so you can come back to dock and heal up a little bit, and I can go fast?
Sure.
All right.
So,
Yeah, you can swap positions.
yeah, don't have to like worry about like which turn and who's doing what.
No,
first.
yeah, I mean you're all kind of taking 1 turn anyway. Don't worry about it.
All right, Doc, can you patch me up?
You want me to do my full throttle real quick, Pete, so we can get a little more speed out of
I
this
can
hunk of
patch
junk?
you right up real
Yeah,
quick.
do it. The order doesn't matter here. You're all gonna do whatever you're gonna do, and then I'm gonna do my part. Mando Commandos, I like that.
Actually, Captain, if you wanted to do your inspiring rhetoric and give me one of them blues, I only have greens on planetary. So it's 3 greens, 2 purple right now.
Sure, you can have one.
Yay, I'm
What's the
inspired.
difficulty, Aiden? How much you hurt?
If it's above
4 out of
half,
12.
oh, then difficulty 1.
All right, I'll let the doc roll, and then I think I got this.
So you heal for 7. You lose a strain, and are you critically wounded?
Yes.
You lose that as well because of the triumph.
Yeah, let me see that here.
Thanks, Doc.
Yep, he loses the crit as well.
These
You're fine.
bandages are
Back to work.
magic. I am fully healed.
Okay, now for my full throttle.
Now for your full throttle.
Hopefully I pass this.
No.
Nope. Still going speed 1, but
Still
nothing
speed
else
1.
really happens other than I took a little strain. There's no downside to trying that check, unfortunately, other than me straining.
Alright. Well, it's going to take 2 rounds for you to get to medium.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to keep inspiring.
Well, can
Not
you do
yet.
the check again?
Well, hold on.
Like
Other
the
things
next
are going to
round?
happen first.
Yeah, he gets turns.
Yeah, good. That doesn't happen yet. It's my turn first.
Oh, sorry. I misunderstood what you were saying.
I thought that was Pete shooting. I got really scared.
The music really picked up when it said it was his turn.
Alright, let's see here. Let's make this a good one, then. And we'll do that. Alright. And Nevin, you said you have defense?
No, I was asking about defense. I actually do not. I have padded.
You only have soak. Got it.
Yep. We should need to change that on my sheet, so thank you.
Well, he does manage to hit.
That hurts.
Yep. Yep, so that is 12. Yeah, 12 damage. Minus whatever your soak is.
Yeah, good thing I have a soak of 2.
Yep, so only 10.
That hurt.
Yep.
A lot.
That's it for them, though.
Okay. Did I see where they shot me from?
Yeah, you would have been able to see where the blaster bolt came from.
All right, I call him out to Branks.
Yep.
And then I asked Aiden if he wouldn't mind switching back. So, Aiden, you want to switch seats with me?
Sure.
Yeah, because that's
You've got
that's
to
10
change
for me.
drivers every few feet.
Yeah, pretty much. Because that's 10 out of 12.
Oof.
Yeah, I only have 12 threshold for my wounds. So I'm definitely not going to sit in the front of this fucking thing anymore. So, yeah, I'll retreat back. And that was your round, so it's start of our round.
Now it is the start of your round. I think it looks like Under went first.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Under inspired.
I'm inspiring. I'm going to inspire Aiden Branks and Nevin this time. And I'm going to give 2 advantages each to Aiden and Nevin. So Nevin, you heal 3 strain. Aiden, you heal 3 strain. Branks, you heal 1 strain.
All right.
And all 3 of you get a blue die for the next 3 rounds.
Do I get to hit shit with a sword yet?
We're
Getting
too
closer.
far away.
If you'd like, Hayes, I suppose you could try to like scale over the side wall and like run at them.
Or he could stand on top of our, speeder and
Yeah,
present a
yeah.
target that can take a lot of damage.
Yeah, we can stick him out the top hatch. He can swing his sword around while we drive him closer so he can hit it with his sword.
No, honestly, I like the idea of throwing Braytech on top. Because they'll shoot at him.
All right.
And he can take the damage.
I'm going to peek out of the top hatch, try to find the sniper, and remove them.
I called their position out to you.
Should I go
Yeah.
first?
Also, I
Maybe
just
closer?
realized I'm a goddamn idiot. I've been treating the ship as if it's moving at 1 speed personal scale, when it should be moving at 1 speed planetary scale.
Oh, that's a
So
difference.
you're
difference
gonna get to the front of the palace next round anyway.
So they're at close now.
If you want.
Or is it still medium?
I'd like them, yeah, like medium or something like that.
Or you can be a medium.
And that answers the question of whether Aiden should move the ship first or not.
Let's see here. All right, yeah. So I'm gonna, I guess, try to take a shot.
Yep. Go for it. Yeah, that is a really annoying thing to fuck up.
All right, I'm gonna double aim that.
Mm-hmm. Same difficulty as before.
For medium?
Although, wait, you're at medium. So yeah, same difficulty as before.
Uh-huh.
Because you had a scope, right?
YYY, BBB, PRKK.
Yep. The difficulty in these checks always sounds like the name of a communist party in some country. The PRKK.
He hit.
All right, so let's see. That's 11, 12, 13 damage.
13 damage. All right. And that has Pierce.
Yep, that has Pierce.
Okay. Yep. The other guy that you had called out to you is not looking so good.
He survived.
That'll teach him to stick his head out of cover. And back in cover I go.
Yep. So Aiden pilot Braytech, you could go sit in the passenger seat.
How do I do that?
So the pilot doesn't die? Because you can take a hit?
You could go have him drive.
I don't want to drive.
I don't want him to drive, but if he could get the targets to the fire to redirect to him, he can actually survive these hits.
Listen, I need to be a tank for when we land.
I mean, I'm still at full. I'm at full health.
Well, I'm currently at 2 health technically. Oh yeah, Doc gets a turn at some point.
Yep.
Doc, give me love. I have 10 wound out of 12.
You need
Take
10.
a-
Oh.
Take a stim pack first.
Yeah, I should stim first, shouldn't I? So that would put me at 5 out of 12.
Do I have any bonuses?
It hasn't been 3 rounds, so I Devati, did you get him with one? Yeah, you did at one point.
Yes.
It hasn't been 3 rounds since that one, so you do have the blue from Devati.
What is the difficulty? 2 blue, 2 purple, right?
It's
5 wound out of 12.
5 out of 12. That is below half, so it is 1 purple.
Okay, you heal for 7 and lose 3.
Well, I'm back up to full.
There you go.
Now remember, you only get 1 of those per person per encounter.
Yes. That's so I've done Aiden and the pilot.
Nevin.
Nevin, yes. So I can't do y'all again per this encounter. So you'll be better off using stems the next time.
Yep.
All right. Now, whenever Aiden is driving right now, right?
Yes.
I don't, and Aiden has not taken his turn yet this round.
Confirm.
No.
All right. Just had to make sure. So, whether Aiden does anything on his turn or not, you are going to like arrive in sort of the big square that the palace occupies.
Yep. So technically, the only people that haven't gone would be Braytek and Aiden at this point, because I think Devati, you did something this round, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did the thing
Devati-
that gave blues out and healed strain.
Devati honked his clown horn.
That is equivalent of what it does.
Yeah, right.
So no one still needs medium range?
No, you can move in. Rome.
All right. So, yeah, you're still going at speed 1, except it's speed 1 planetary, which, as it turns out, is faster than speed 1 personal.
Ooh,
But yeah, who would have thunk it? I was like, wait a minute, why the hell is this taking so long? They should be able to get like within extreme range way faster with a vehicle. But yeah, you managed to make it, and yeah, you pull into the big square that the palace occupies. At this point, you're sort of on that separating road that like isolates the palace from the buildings around it. And looking down that road to your right and like around the corner that's formed by like the edge of the palace, the back edge is kind of a sheer wall leading up to that landing pad. And now that you're in the square, even from inside the vehicle, you can hear sort of a rhythmic thudding sound coming from off in that direction.
Does... Oh, fuck ATSD.
Yeah, here, let's find the picture.
Oh.
And yes, that is when you see one of these step out from behind the palace. Now, before we get bogged down in the main course of this combat that I've prepared, because it is getting towards 1 a.m. and I am kind of tired, I think we will call it here.
Okay.
That
cutscene.
is a